Hello, welcome to Professor Layton and the Lost Future Part 8. I know what part it is this time. Welcome back, I should say, because we have been playing this for a while now. If you haven't been here before and you're starting on this episode, I would recommend going back and watching the previous one so you have any idea what's going on. But it's what we like to have you anyway. I am recording this live on Twitch, so anything the chat is saying is going to be in the box below me if you're watching this later. Let's see. What do I want to say? Also, hello, yes, if you are watching this for the first time, hello, my name is Lara. I am a variety streamer and I love puzzles, and Professor Layton is probably my favorite or second favorite game series of all time. So, we are having a good time. This is the first one that I haven't finished, so we are past the point of what I know about this game, so I do not know what's coming at the end. So yeah, a couple of rules. No spoilers, please. If you do know the answer to a puzzle, please don't just blurt it out in chat. Please just let me know using channel points. Or if you're watching this later, please don't post stuff in the comments, because that sucks too. And I think that's everything I need to go over. I will do a brief recap in case you do need to be caught up to speed. Oh, also, all of the previous episodes are available up here. If you're on YouTube, there should be a little thing up here in the corner. I just uploaded last week's episode yesterday, so that should be good for you to go and watch. Let's just jump into it, shall we? Wrong answers only in the YouTube comments. Exactly. Yes, so the story so far. Okay. This does not give you very much of a recap, so quick recap if you haven't seen any of the previous episodes or it's been a while and you don't want to bother going back and watching them. We're in the future, sort of. So Layton and Luke went to a unveiling of a time machine that went very wrong. There was a big explosion, multiple people died. We'll get to that. And not long after that, Layton started receiving letters from someone claiming to be Luke from the future. After a bit of back and forth, we finally met Luke. We then went to the future. We went back to the past again. We went back and forth between two versions of London, the future and our present day. Anyway, long story short, we've just gone and found the evil Professor Layton. So the Professor Layton in the future is evil because he's been using all of his amazing knowledge to basically run the mafia in... Oh, I forgot what the title of the stream was. I'm so confused. The title of the stream is How Does One Lose a Future? You forget to cherish it. Very good, Sky. Anyway, yeah, so we finally went to meet evil future Layton, who turns out not to be Layton. It's actually Liam O'Brien. And yeah, so we've just escaped the Towering Pagoda, which they were going to try and kill us because we figured out the evil plan. And I think that's really everything that you need to know. I think there's a lot of little storylines and things and little threads that are getting connected, but I feel like we're probably near the end. Oh, also Don Paolo is here, because of course he is. And he's been helping us, which is very strange. That feels wrong. But anyway, I think that's everything that we need to go over. I think that's a brief recap, so let's get into the puzzles. We're still trying to work out how Luke became a pirate. Once outside, Luke, Layton, and Don Paolo visit Dimitri's discuss... Sorry, why did I say visits? There's no visits in there. Discuss Dimitri's ambitions and his dark past. The discussion then turns to Don Paolo, who is the source of his contempt for Layton. When many of their questions answered, our heroes head to the hotel in order to regroup. They're like wrapping up a lot of the plot threads of the Layton series as well, and that's because this is technically, so far, if we ignore Catriel, as we always do, the last chronological Professor Layton game until the new one comes out later this year. So I feel like that's why they're wrapping up a lot of things. Don Paolo, by the way, is Layton's arch nemesis, self-proclaimed. Oh, I forgot to do my prediction. Quick, get the prediction started. Whoop. Well, there's more of you here now, so it's gonna be okay. Let's get that prediction started. Please use your channel points to predict how many puzzles you think I'm gonna get wrong today. The plan is to stream for the whole play Press Layton for the whole stream, but we'll see how we go. Right, so yeah, I was just trying to clear out some puzzles, but we need to get back to the plot now. We can do the rest of the puzzles when we finish the plot. Yeah, so talking about Don Paolo. Don Paolo is upset with Layton because apparently Layton's girlfriend, when he was in university, had quite a few admirers, one of them being Don Paolo. I will gamble last to make sure all the options are covered. Okay, it's gonna the prediction's gonna run for 20 minutes. Or first. Well, we'll see. Not only was she admired by Don Paolo, she was also admired by our villain, Liam O'Brien. The train will take us back to Flatstone Street in a jiffy. Thanks for telling me, Luke, because I didn't know where we were going. I appreciate it. I wasn't sure why we were going there. I can't remember what the plan is. I think it should tell us... Where has my future self gone? To find the answers that escaped me at the time. In any case, our first step is to go and meet Flora. Oh yes, we're going back to the hotel because that's where future Luke, Big Luke. Big Luke. The shame the tram doesn't involve a slide puzzle. No, I think it's not a shame, actually. I think that's... Hello, Chelmley, what are you doing? Oh god, he's got a puzzle for me. Good start, okay. Blast, which one is it now? You look quite deep into thought there, Inspector. Have you found any new information on the case? Oh, Layton, just the man I was looking for. You see, I've uncovered a clue that simply stumped me. Here, you have a look. Here, you have a look. You became really cockney at the end there. Slide puzzles to make the track to your destination. I feel like well, it depends, because there was one slide puzzle that took me 20 minutes, and there was another slide puzzle that took me less than 2 minutes. So, you know, it swings and roundabouts. That's not the right phrase, but... This is 15 Picarats. The fingerprint. First puzzle of the day. A fingerprint has been discovered at the scene of an unsolved crime. 4 suspects have been rounded up and brought to the station. Compare the fingers of A, B, C, and D with the fingerprint shown beneath the magnifying glass to identify the culprit. Well, I'm pretty sure it's A. Sorry, I know you can't see it yet. Because it would be reversed, wouldn't it? So that's the trick. That's the trick. Every Layton puzzle is either maths or a trick. Or a slide puzzle, but we don't talk about them. And this one is a trick. No taker, so I'm gonna believe... You believe in me? Oh, thank you. I don't know if you should, but I appreciate the faith that you have in me. I'm pretty sure it's A. But now I'm worried. Or a chess puzzle. That's true. I don't think we've had any chess puzzles this game. Oh man, I love Layton so much. I'm so glad I get to enjoy Layton with you guys and like share it with you. Be like, look at this game series, isn't it fantastic? Let's find out, shall we? Let's see if your faith is misplaced.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
I was pretty sure of that one.
Well, that's settled.
Do the bananas count slide puzzles? Ah, cause you well, I get, no, they don't. They're very different. They're ice puzzles, but I feel like I would call that an ice puzzle. That's when you get it. Me or Layton. At first glance, B looked like a possible match, but the print, yes, obviously it's mirror image. Oh, I posted that on TikTok. That's my TikTok clip from this game so far. That's it. Now I just need to track down the fiend who committed this crime. Inspector, aren't you supposed to be searching for the Prime Minister right now? Considering we know where he is. Listen, lad, a man of the law can't simply ignore one case because he's busy with another. It's every officer's duty to assist and defend the citizens of our fair city, even if we're in the future. That's how I work, even in places lawless and overrun with criminal activity as this. Yes, even in this den of depravity, I will ensure that the spirit of Scotland Yard burns bright. I really like to think he's just talking and the Layton and Luke have just wandered off, and he's just like talking to himself. I'm sure the citizens of this London are very grateful for your efforts, Inspector. Yeah, and maybe you'll find some clues to help track down the Prime Minister along the way. Oh, that was fun. I was expecting him to... I was just gonna talk to him. I didn't expect him to have a puzzle for me. So, let me get this straight. Dimitri is building a time machine. Oh, we go. Here's your recap, everyone. Let me get this straight. Dimitri is building a time machine to go back to the past and save Claire. Correct. Or at least that's what he said. Funny, we went through every floor in the pagoda and I didn't see anything like a time machine. Well observed, my boy. Dimitri clearly had a destination in mind when he escaped from the towering pagoda. I think he was heading to another base, perhaps the facility where he conducts his time travel research. Is that what you went looking for while we were climbing the towering pagoda with Don Paolo? Yes, in part, anyway. I'll explain everything. I'll explain everything once we're caught up with Flora and Big Luke. Until then, I challenge you to think about the situation on your own. Don't know what happened there. I don't want to talk to him. Oh, he doesn't have a puzzle. I was going to say this guy's definitely going to have a puzzle. Too much, Limmy! I have to at least look like I'm working, you know? Alright, Jesus. Fine, we'll go inside. It's been a long time, but I guess it hasn't been a long time in-game, so I shouldn't be surprised that they're still standing there. Oh, hi there, Becky. On your way out? That's right. The older gentleman who's staying with us asked me to run an errand for him. You mean Dean Del Mona? Yeah, that's the chap. I don't know why he needs a tub of gel for such a little tuft of hair, though. Gel? You mean for styling hair? Strange, eh? Still, you can't blame a man for trying to stay stylish in his old age. Well, I hated that. Ooh, I hated saying hee-hee. I will not be doing that again. He clearly pays a lot of attention to his personal appearance. By the way, since we're on the subject of shopping trips, there's something I need your help with. Puzzle. The price of the pen. I bought a pen from a shop which had 10% off the original price of £30. When my friend caught sight of it, she decided she had to have it for herself. She offered to pay 10% more than the price I had bought it for, so I agreed to sell it. Overall, how much should I gain or lose? Enter your answer in pence. Be sure to put a minus sign in front of your answer for a loss. I bought a pen from a shop which had 10% off the original price of £30. So it was 20. Was that? Wait, no, hold on. I told you how I said that they were all maths or a trick. We've got to a maths one, though it may be a trick as well. He's off to Cornwall. That's the quickest way I know to travel back in time. Divide by 100. Yeah, that's how I normally do it. I don't know why I was trying to go around that. 30. Sorry about how bad this looks. I'm trying to do it with the mouse. Divided by 100. So beep beep. 3 pat. Wait, I'm confusing myself. Hold on. So we would move whoop whoop. So that's 30 pence. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. So 30 pence times 10. So £3. So it's £27. Is that right? Is that right? That, as in, sorry, not for the answer, but for the first part. They paid £27. Because it's £30. And then you move the 3 2 spaces, so it'll be 30 pence. Or you could just move it 1 space to divide by 10, so it would be £3. So then she offered to pay 10% more. Listen, I swear, half of it is because I'm bad at maths, and half of it is because I don't want to do something wrong and look really stupid, and then I end up looking more stupid because I'm so hesitant about simple things like this. Okay? So just look, you came to this stream, you're not expecting perfection, I hope, because you're not gonna get it. Good, £27. So then her friend offers to pay 10% more, so 10% of 27 is £2.70. So she would be paying £29.70. to get it back. So we would get £2.70? Is that the answer? She would gain £2.70. Is that too simple? The maths makes sense. The maths is mathing. Oh, yesterday, sorry, this is related. Yesterday, I went through my notebooks, etc. for stream because I had like a big pile of papers. And now I have made myself, not made myself, I have found myself an old notebook that I used for university and I didn't use up, so I took all the pages out of it that I used. And now I have a very British, a very English, in fact, notebook. It's got like tea and scones and strawberries and cream and buses and telephone boxes that I'm going to use for game notes. But before I do, I will use this piece of paper that I also have sitting around scrap. You didn't need to really know that, but I thought we had a chat about puzzle notebooks a while ago, so I thought I'd bring it up. I'm gonna do the maths on my piece of paper so it's right in front of me and it's not on a screen and I'm not trying to write it out and it looks sensible. Okay, so this pen, this shouldn't be taking this much time. We should get through this faster. This pen should be £30, but it's 10% off. 10% of 30 is 3. So that makes it £27. That's what they bought it for. And then their friend is like, hey, I'll pay 10% more than you paid. So 10% of 27 is £2.70. So they're willing to pay £29.70. And that is, of course, £2.70 more because we already did that math. We don't need to do it backwards again. So they gain £2.70, but it's obviously in pence, so it's 270 pence is the answer. Okay. I am so, considering I've got the maths in front of me, I am so unsure about this. I'm so unsure and I don't know why. Okay. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm pretty sure we're okay.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Okay, we're fine.
Just as I suspected.
Just also for people who weren't here last week, I did get, I did have a perfect run last week and we got no puzzles wrong for the whole stream. So I'm hoping we can continue that because the stream prior to that I got like almost all the puzzles wrong because I only did a very short stream. Yeah. Cool. Good. Good. We're all fine. I knew you'd work it out, Professor. I had a question for Mr. Dalmona, you know, but he disappeared when I wasn't looking. Oh well. Hey, don't tell Mr. Dalmona that I was wondering about his hair gel, okay? I'll even give you a little something for keeping the matter hush-hush. Ooh, nice. Oh well, that makes sense. Don Paolo was posing as Dean Dalmona. The hair gel is for Don Paolo. Precisely. Of course, he did away with that disguise once I persuaded him to assist us. Yeah. Can't imagine how shocked I was to see Don Paolo step out of that Layton disguise. It was pretty shocking, I'm not gonna lie. Ha, that's life for you, Luke. You'll never know what surprises are waiting around the corner. And then he takes off his hat and he's still Don Paolo. He's double bluffed him. Let's be off. Professor, Luke, welcome back. I'm so glad you're both safe. Good to see you too, Flora. I trust you didn't have too much trouble getting out of the pagoda. Do we know who Luke's father is? No. However, the first 3 games cover, basically, they cover more about Luke and Layton. No, I don't think it covers their meeting exactly, but it covers, like, how it talks about it more. Because in this game, every time it's mentioned, Layton refuses to call him his, like, apprentice or anything like that. So, are we certain it isn't Paul? But then, who would his mother be? Also, I don't like calling him Paul. That's weird. That's strange, and I don't like it. Oh no, Big Luke was kind enough to lead the way for me. Speaking of Big Luke, where is he? Oh, well, when we got back here, a man with a mustache was waiting in the lobby. A man with a mustache? Was he dressed in black? Yeah, that's right. He had a black uniform. That sounds like Shipley to me. Whoever he was, he walked straight up to Luke and started talking all fast and furious. Too fast, too furious. At some point in the conversation, Luke started to look worried and said, Flora, some very important business has come up and I need to take care of it immediately. Please tell the professor to continue his investigation without me for now. I'm so suspicious of you, future Luke. Did he tell you where he was going? No, but he did promise he would join us again later. Big Luke is even more perceptive than I thought. He seems to know exactly what our next move would be. Professor, is something the matter? I'm just thinking back to what happened earlier. Do you remember who first told us that we had travelled into the future? Well, that would be Big Luke, I believe. Yes. Yes, that's right. Oh. You have a visitor, Professor. Oh, who could that be? Pardon the sudden intrusion, Layton. I was thinking about that puzzle you solved for me, how easy it was. Inspector Shumley! God, there's a lot of story in this game compared to... Like, the first two have story, but this one's got, like, so much. I guess it was probably, you know, they had money from the first two games, so they could, like, spend more time developing extra stuff, or because the cartridges could carry more as time went on. I don't know. What can I do for you, Inspector? Something I saw while running around town has been preying on my mind. I don't know how to say this. I'm afraid it might sound a bit ridiculous. I mean, we're in the future, that's not much that can sound ridiculous now. Not at all, Inspector. Please continue. Well, it's just... I could be mistaken, but I'm quite sure of what I saw. You remember our discussion about the explosion at the Institute of Polydimensional Research? That's the time machine explosion I was talking about. Well, a few minutes ago, I spotted a woman that looked exactly like one of the blast victims. It's Claire! It's Claire! We keep seeing her walking around. She is alive! Oh my gosh, you're talking about Claire, aren't you? She's the only woman in existence! And you know what, I'm so... Yes, Inspector, you're not alone. We've seen her as well. The resemblance to Claire is striking, but it's coincidental. It has to be. Yes, I suppose you must be right. I wasn't thinking straight. There's bound to be a logical explanation for it. Is it a child again? The similarity isn't coincidental, that this woman could be a relative of Claire's, a cousin perhaps. That would make sense. I'll check Claire's file to see if I can find out more about her family. By the by, you haven't seen Barton around here anywhere, have you? Constable Barton? No, can't say I have, sir. Why does he sound so suspicious? Why does he sound so suspicious? What do they do to Barton? I swear, he'd been kicked off the force years ago if he didn't have me looking out for him. Of course, I am fond of the fellow, and will go on looking out for him, but still! Anyway, if you see Barton, tell him his commanding officer is looking for him. Good day. Bye, Chomley. So where's our adventure taking us next, Professor? This isn't an adventure, Flora, it's an investigation. Can't you try taking it more seriously? I'm taking it very seriously, Luke. I was just excited, that's all. Not all of us get to go on these kind of investigations all the time. She's got a point. She doesn't normally get to have fun, okay? Luke's got all Peaky Blinders on Barton. I don't know why because, like, he stammered when he said his name. That's not something Luke normally does. I'm very suspicious. I did say I wasn't going to keep fixing my hair this stream, so I need to be good. Plus, you get to be with the Professor day in, day out. Well, yeah. I suppose the Professor and I are always together. Well, I'm glad to see you're enthusiastic, Flora. The three of us will get to the bottom of this case together. Now let's move on. Oh, heading out again already? That's right. By the way, Becky, I was wondering if there's somewhere nearby we can cross the river. Luke is actually Don Paolo in disguise. He's suddenly gotten shorter. Well, I mean, Dean Dalmona is pretty short, and he was still pretending to be him. I also love how Don Paolo didn't cover up his hair when he was pretending to be Layton. He just put it in the hat, because he was like, Layton doesn't take off his hat, no one's gonna suspect a thing. Well, there's the bridge, but it's quite a long way out beyond Chinatown. Do excuse me, but I couldn't help but hear you're trying to cross the river. Granny, I didn't realize you were awake. There used to be a tunnel that would take you across. It went right under the river and people could just walk through to the other side. Wow, a tunnel under the river sounds amazing. Unfortunately, once the family gained control of the city, they shut down the tunnel. Grafton might still know how to get in it, though. Grafton? Don't you know him? He's easy to spot with those bushy eyebrows, blue hat, and scheming smile. Ah, yes, we go back a long way. He spends most of his time down at the black market these days. Blue hat, it's Luke. Ah, yes, I do believe we have met this friend of yours. Oh, this guy. The guy, very suspicious man. You remember him, don't you, Luke? Luke? Huh? Where'd he go? He was Don Paolo. He was just here a minute ago. Oh, are you looking for little Luke? I just saw him leaving. Why is she calling him little Luke? Does she know? By himself? But where could he possibly be going? Please excuse me, madam, but I have to go and find Luke. Thank you for directing us to Grafton. He's like, I gotta go find my ward. He's only 10. Actually, I think he's older than 10. I think he's like 13. Not at all. We at the Hotel Duke are always delighted to assist our guests. Where's Luke? Find little Luke. That's my task now. I'm worried, Professor. Where could Luke have run off to? I don't know, but I share your concern. It's unlike Luke to take off without so much as a word. Maybe he decided to go on a secret mission of his own, like you did when you went to the Towering Pagoda. Well, whatever his reason, he shouldn't be out there alone. We need to find him. Oh, a new puzzle. You better have a good reason for talking to me. Sorry to bother you, but have you seen the young boy I've been travelling with? The normally needs squirt in a blue hat. Yes, that would be him. Yeah, I saw him go by. Did you happen to see in which direction he went? I suppose I could tell you, but not for free. Scratch my back and I'll scratch yours, okay? Alright, puzzle time. As always, everything is solved with puzzles. The Hen Clucky Derby for 60 Pickerats. Somebody's been racing chickens. Looks like it was a photo finish, but the photo's been torn to pieces. You need to work out which chicken came in 7th place. Circle the correct answer. Again. That one doesn't even have a head. Sorry. It's another one of these ones. I feel like this one's gonna be a lot harder, actually. Okay, well this clearly goes in the top corner. Because you can tell where the edges are. I wish I could move the pieces. That would be a lot easier. Okay, so G is the winner. Because that goes to the bottom. And that's the only other chicken that's close. Which is maybe D? No. Yes? I think so. I think that's D. Oh, this is hard, actually. J and K are up here in the top. Because the corner. And then I think this is A. These little feathers here belong to A. Oh no, wait, no. I think I'm wrong. Oh, I am wrong. Hold on. Because I think this curve is actually maybe I? Yeah. Oh boy. This is hard. I think this may need to be a drawing out one. But I can't really do it on the memo pad because I've got to try and connect. In fact, I'm going to use pencil. Okay, so the piece with J and K on it is clearly in the corner. Because it's actually got a corner. And the piece with G is the beginning. Like the sorry, not the beginning. The bottom left. I think A and B are along the bottom edge. Okay. Bear with me here. I can't really do this in a way that I can show you, so you're just gonna have to believe that I'm working it out. H is along the top edge. I think that goes... Yeah, that looks like it goes there. A and B go like that. Which means C goes there. So who have I not placed in this scene? L and M and E and F. Oh, and D. Worth color coding the edges in memo mode. That could work. So here's what I'm working from, okay? So this edge of G. Hello, second side Jello. Is this bit of A and B. Ooh. Here. And this bit here. I think I'm getting it, but very annoyingly, I can't really work it out on the screen. And this top bit here is this bit of J and K. And then there's this bit of H, which is just like the very top corner of J and K. And then this bit is on here. I don't know if that's actually helping at all for what I've got for you guys to be able to see it. Oh, I think that I has to go up against G then, because that's the only bit that curves that way. Like this. Yeah, okay. Want a small hint? No, I think I'm okay so far. I'm gonna check in to see if I've got it right. Oh wait, that's an edge. That's a flat edge. I think I've done this wrong. I was so confident there that I realized that's a flat edge. Is there space between G and A and B for I to go there? Yeah, because that's his tail feathers, so yeah, that's right. Okay, okay. I'm getting somewhere. Kind of. Right, this is what I've got. That's my picture so far. It's not very easy to see on camera. But I think I'm getting somewhere. And if I check the, like, the feathers and stuff, that should help. Does A have green feathers? Yeah. So I think... Yeah, that does line up. That's good. That's what I want. So where's the end of C's feathers? Oh, that's the edge of the page, so it doesn't matter. J and K are here, and there's a tiny bit of green right here. Who could that be coming from? Could that be from D? That fits, actually. I think that fits in that space. I know we don't actually need all of these. Does that fit, though? No, it doesn't, because the chicken doesn't line up. What a fun puzzle this is turning out to be. Oh, I got rid of the piece of paper. Was I in one? I think I was in a one hint coin deficit. I think. Last stream. Because someone bought one. I'm trying to remember it. It's a bit tricky to keep it in my head because I keep losing the piece of paper that I've written it on. I am now no longer in a deficit. I am now at 0 hint coins. Thank you very much for buying me a hint coin. If you're not aware of what the hint coins do, perhaps you're newer to the stream. If you guys use channel points to buy me a hint coin, it means I'm allowed to look stuff up. However, I had looked things up for puzzle games where I had not had a hint coin to do so, so I was in a deficit. But now we are back to neutral. We're back to 0, which means I'll be able to look things up if you guys buy me another hint coin. They make a little noise. They also do that. They also make a little noise. Okay. So the only ones I haven't placed are E, F, and D, and L and M. That's actually quite a lot. Trying to line up tail feathers now. How many chickens are there? 13 chickens. Is that something? Can you work out backwards from last place? Maybe, but I haven't filled the whole picture in. Is the clue gonna be that I don't have to fill the whole picture in? Oh, that has to be D. The D is the only... Yeah, D is the only one without a head where it would line up, so that has to be D. If she gets in a row, then 8. I think I'm almost done, because I only have to fit in J and K and L and M now. Oh no, I forgot J and K. It's L and M and E and F. I got that wrong, sorry. I just really don't want to get a puzzle wrong, you know? Okay, I know what we're doing. Okay, this may be cheating, but we're still gonna do it anyway. So here's what I had, okay? This is the chicken race that I had sorted. Put this one here. This one was down here. This. And then this one was here. Let's go move these pieces out of the way. I love a good jigsaw, don't you? I'm feeling quite confident, actually, that I had this right. Yes, look at this. Oh, did you make a comment about that? Oh, so I break it out again. I didn't even see you say that. Right, so these are the two I was struggling to find spots for, but it's very obvious now. There we go. We did it! So now we just need to... So, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Are we in agreement that E is 7th? Do we think that's right? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7th. Okay, I think it's E. We're going with E. E. E-A-E. Just rub out this awfully drawn. But I had figured it out. I had mostly figured it out. I just couldn't get the two last pieces in. Okay? It's alright. It's not cheating. It's totally fine. This music's pretty rad. Right. Okay. We're back. 99 Piggrass version would have speed stats attached to the chickens. Oh my god. It would be like if the race was 5 meters longer, who would have won, you know? It's definitely E. But that took a very long time for us to work out. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Okay, look. I am not above a little bit of... I wouldn't say it was cheating. It's a little... So, last stream, there was a little bit of, we were unsure because we were like... I was unsure because I was like, I don't know if this is cheating that I'm drawing out on a piece of... I'm drawing out on art software and flipping it. But then, someone in chat pointed out, well, you could just do that with a piece of paper, so not really. However, this is not something I could recreate on a piece of paper very easily. I tried. And I failed. So... On the DS, you'd use paper for this too. Yeah, but I'd have to then draw out all the chickens. And, like, I'd have to get them exactly the right shape. And I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. Hopefully we've solved it. Shouldn't get too confident until we've actually hit
That
the button.
should do the trick. Well, that's settled.
Yes, you would trace it. Okay, so I feel less bad about that now. But this is how we get around these things. Right you are. Right you are, Harry. Chicken E clucked into 7th place. And look, that's our picture. That's the picture we just made. And now I can close Photoshop. Very useful. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Still 0 for 0. Feels good to finally wash my hands of that puzzle. So about... Oh yeah, that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're looking for Luke. I completely forgot what we were doing. Because I got so distracted by the stupid chicken race. So, about that small friend of yours. Let me just move my microphone back again to where it was. Hello. We're nice up close and personal. That's what I was trying to say. The lad came out and walked towards Flatstone Street, had the glummest expression on his face. Aw, why is he so sad? Flatstone Street's where the tram goes, so... Oh wait, that's Flatstone Street. Charlie, have you seen him? Because his laptop showing the laptop breathes again. It's like, oh, please. Oh, what is it now, Layton? Inspector, have you seen Luke? He slipped off on his own a few moments ago. Strange. Well, he hasn't taken the train or I would have seen him. That much I can say for sure. I see. And he must have headed towards the river. I thought that boy was joined to you at the hip. Well, I suppose every actually has to spread his wings one day. Yes, well, I'm just a bit concerned after where he's flown off to. I know the feeling. Barton gets me fretting over him twice a week at the very least. Luke's a fair bit brighter than Barton, though, so I wouldn't worry about him. He'll turn up. Just the same, if you happen to see Luke, please let him know I'm looking for him. Will do, Layton. Shall we? It's this weird. All of our enemies are becoming too friendly. Flora ages saw through her eye holes. You really don't like Flora's eyes. Which way was the river? Was it this way? No, that's the casino. Okay. This is where I like having the little arrow. Oh, there he is. He's crying! My baby! Luke, there you are. Oh, hi, Professor. I see you've gone out for a stroll. May I join you? Oh, he's so nice. Of course. I'm sorry for running off. It's just, well, I was just thinking. We've had so much fun these... Oh my god. Where is this going? I don't like this. We've had so much fun these last few years, and I've been so used to going everywhere together. Of course you have. After all, we're the best of friends. You didn't say that earlier. I'm pretty sure you said something. So, for context, last time we were at the statue, Layton alluded to the fact that they might not always be friends. And it made Luke very upset. We're the best of friends. It's only natural we spend time together. But Dad told me the other day that he's been transferred. Luke has parents? Oh no, they'll all be moving away. Ah, yes, your father mentioned that to me as well. Now tell me, Luke, do you believe that we're true friends? Of course I do! How can you even ask that? Good, then there's no need to worry. True friends, you see, share a special connection. And this connection endures, no matter how far apart they may be in the world. Distance and time apart cannot break the bonds formed by a true friendship. Oh my god, this is so sad. Dad existed and confirmed, and it isn't Herschel or Paul. Actually, that's not true. We haven't fully confirmed it's not Paul. Do you see? I think I do, Professor. Excellent. Now let's get back to our investigation. We've got many mysteries to solve. Let's go, Professor! Oh, it's good to see you back in high spirits, my boy. Now tell me, can you guess where we're headed next? I've been thinking about it, and I'm sure Dimitri fled to the place where he's building the time machine. But the question is where? We already know that the research lab isn't in the towering pagoda. Sorry, I always do. Every time I stream, my nose ends up my nose ends up getting like really blocked, and you can really hear it in my voice. Layton speaks to his parents, and they haven't convinced him to leave Luke behind. Well, so far we only have one parent confirmed. He may even have siblings. This is so strange. I don't know why I assumed he was an orphan. Maybe it's the hat. That's right, so we must review all the clues we've gathered in our investigation of this London. Has anything you've seen around the city struck you as suspicious? All the people with wet feet! I know exactly— oh, no wait, but we figured out that's because there was the tower. Well, that's where it is. It's in the tower. It's in the tower in the middle of the river, right? That has to be where it is. Because they keep seeing people with wet feet, and then they were like, the bunny told them that he escaped from— oh, the talking rabbit, of course, it's so normal, told them that he escaped from the tower in the center of the river. A suspicious part of London that Luke wouldn't have been to. That's it, Soho. Oh, what about all the men in white coats we bumped into? Those were lab coats, no doubt about it. Those men were involved in Dimitri's research. Excellent. Now think carefully. We met several men in lab coats around London. Other than their garb, what else did all these men have in common? Oh, of course! They all had wet shoes! So they must have walked through a very wet area, but where could that be? The River Thames. Maybe they came to this part of town through the tunnel under the river. Flora? What tunnel under the river? Oh yeah, he left before they said that bit. We asked the lady at the hotel how to get across the river, and she told us about this tunnel. Wow. Yes, we've met quite a few scientists during our time here. Though they haven't been very forthcoming with details, it's clear where they've all been coming from. My suspicion is that these men work at a research facility located near the river. They probably came into town to refresh themselves after long hours of research. And you've known this the whole time, Professor? It's so high-pitched! It's been a working theory for a while, yes. After all, who goes around in soggy shoes? Got a point. We've seen too many men walking around like that for me to write the whole thing off as a coincidence. I therefore believe that the facility is somewhere on the other side of the river. Amazing! I've still got— I can't speak, I'm getting too excited. I've clearly still got a long way to go before I can reason as well as you do, Professor. Alright everyone, we're going back to the Black Market Bazaar. Why there? If we're trying to get across the river, shouldn't we head back to the riverside area? I'm sure we'll be going there eventually, but first we have to talk to that man at the bazaar with the eyebrows. Grafton, I think. Okay, if you say so. Oh no, Luke's been left out of the loop! He doesn't know what's going on! Look, I could talk to all these people and see if they have puzzles, but I'm too excited to get this story finished. We'll check— oh, he's not there. I was gonna say we'll check with this guy, but he's not actually at his normal perch. The Scottish guy. This is the guy we need. Hello, Grafton. Oh, that's the first time someone's called me by my real name in ages. Where'd you hear it? The proprietress of the hotel informed us of your name. Ah, dear old Maggie. She can be quite fearsome, but underneath all, she's a good egg. Anyway, what can I do for you? We're trying to find a way across the river. We were told you might be able to help us. Have you tried jumping? I must admit that's an option we've never considered. I'm just pulling your leg. Well, there's a couple of boats that leave from outside the Thames Arms. Those are just for the family folks to use, mind. I was told you knew of another way across. Ah, so Maggie laid it all out for you, did she? More or less. Alright then. But things are pretty rough across the river. If you're set on heading there, I need to at least make sure you've got the brains to get across. Oh, I thought this was going to be a you have to have had this many puzzles solved, but apparently not. 3 blocks. Move the 3 colored blocks to their respective spaces. Touch the arrow buttons at the bottom to rotate the board 90 degrees. Blocks fall downwards when there's nothing beneath them. All 3 blocks must be in place in order to complete the puzzle. Give it a try. Okay, so this is another puzzle that I cannot technically get wrong, but I could be here for a while. Right, so the question is, do we try and do one at a time? Okay, so 2 of them are now in place. So the red one is the tricky one, I think. Nope, that's the wrong way. Okay. Try and get the red one first. Let's focus on the red one first. Oh, poop. Okay, I've messed that up. I have an idea. Nope, I keep hitting the wrong one. This way. No, that's wrong. Yeah, that's very wrong. Okay. Oh no, I've got the red in the wrong place now. Okay, this is probably a lot easier than I'm making it out to be, but I'm just trying to do one at a time. Probably not the right way to do it. It's the red that I need to try and... because the yellow kind of gets in the way, so I guess I need to get the yellow out of the way first. Nope, now the red's in the way. I need to get the red and the yellow to swap places. Basically. Okay. So now the yellow and the blue are in the right place. Poop. I didn't mean to do that. Yep, okay. I was so close there. Okay, I can do this, I think. Yes! Haha!
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Ow.
Well, that's settled.
My celebratory dance, I hit my own headphones. Even when the number of blocks increases, the way you do the puzzle stays the same. It's easy if you keep your cool, right? Yeah, totally. Totally. I was kind of hoping it would tell me what's the minimum amount of moves I could do it in. Because whenever it does that, I like to be like, oh, it's actually quite close. Or not at all. Right. I see you've got your enough brains to look out after. Did you have food and... Hold on. Let's try that again. Take 2. I see you've got enough brains to look after yourself out there, so listen up. Down by the riverside, there's a door that leads to a tunnel under the river. That door's locked tighter than a bank safe, but here's the thing, there's a way to open it. Go on. Of course, it's not a button or anything, that's straightforward. It's a fancy coded lock. And since you just solved my puzzle, I reckon you have what it takes to break the code. Okay, back to the river. I was just gonna see if he had a puzzle for me. Aww. He's proposing a business contract. I think he's already told me this, but he says he's gonna propose a business contract. Ah yes, at last Belle, radiant goddess that she is, will help me realize my life ambition. I plan to start a clothing line. As you can see, I am no stranger to style myself. But no one has their finger on the pulse of fashion like that girl. Every genius needs a muse. Belle is mine. Belle? Oh, Belle's the... Isn't Belle the woman the girl who's like infatuated with Luke? Well, good luck with that. Sorry, I didn't initially start reading that out because I thought that it was something he'd already said to me. So only when it comes out with that little like thing, they just go, okay, don't you talk to me, go away, kind of thing. What? What do you want? What? Oh, I don't want anything. I just... Well, if you've got no reason to talk to me, do one. Hello! Hello! I'm Past Luke! Past Luke! Subject 1? Is that you? Oh my god! The parrots from the parrots from the test facility? Okay, this is new lore. Might be, it is. You made it out of the lab alive too, then? Huh? So Past Luke was a lab animal? You can try. I'm not sure if Automod will let you. But thank you for asking so politely. Past Luke was a lab. What the feck is going on? Okay, I'm not, you know what, I think it's funnier if I don't explain it. Subjects 1 and 3, I wonder who subject 2 is. It's Luke. Trying to make myself an early dinner, but I realized I put my microwave on defrost. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie doodles. Oh, I was gonna say I don't know what I'm having for dinner, but I do because I'm going to the pub quiz, which means I'm having pizza. Because that's all they have. Who'd have guessed? You look good, subject 1. Keep your beak clean out there, okay? Well, there we go. A little fun factoid for us. Ah, I did wonder if it was this door. Look, that must be the door that Grafton was talking about. Oh, I think you're right, Flora. Now we just have to find the coded lock. Hi, buddy. I should never have come to London. I would have been better off staying on the coast. Oh yeah, he was the light guard, the lighthouse keeper. Bingo! So this is the coded lock that Grafton was talking about. I think I could break the code. Let's see. A zero-sum game. For each of the 4 squares below, there is a way to display all the numbers from 0 to 9. Touch the 4 buttons, A, B, C, and D, to change the numbers according to a hidden set of rules. Work out the hidden rules and set all the numbers to 0. What? Oh, Okay. Sorry, I forgot to switch it over. Right. I'm getting my pencil out. Getting my pen out already. So, I have a theory. But I might be wrong. Let's have a look. One and 4, 6 and 9. So they have 3 between them, but I'm not sure if that's the rule. I think it might be something to do with... It adds 5? It adds 5, right? Adds and takes away 5. Let's write that down as an option. See if that carries on. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That still happens even if we change the base number. Okay. Oh, that is a bunch of stuff. Okay, so that's 6 and 4, then 3 and 1, then 0 and 8, then 7 and 5. Does it ever loop back? 4 and 2, 1 and 9. Does it look like it loops? 8 and 6. Okay, so it just kind of keeps going. So, how does that... What does that do? 6 and 4, 3 and 1, 0 and 8, 7 and 5, 4 and 2, 1 and 9, and 8 and 6. And then 5 and 3, 2 and 0. It just seems to be random. It's not going to be random though, but let's try B. This is actually pretty hard. It makes sense that this would be like an actual lock. So A was simple off the bat. B adds 3. 7, 0, 3, 6, 9, 2. Yeah, okay. 8, 1, 4, 7. Okay, yes, you're right. B adds 3. Oh, I guess A still just adds 5, right? There's no minus, it's just because it's looping round. So 1, 6, and then 5 more from 6 is 11, so it's back to 1. So yeah, so that adds 5. So A adds 5, B adds 3. D adds 4. Yeah, D adds 4. So hold on. 4... If we go from 4 to 1, that's either -3 or +7. And then 1 to 8 is +7. 8 to 5 is +7. So C adds 7? Is that right? C adds 7. Check C. So, if I'm right, this should become a 1, and this should become a 3. There we go. Yeah. So, A adds 5, B adds 3, C adds 7, and D adds 4. But actually, now the question is going to be, how do I get them to 0? Easily, because this feels like something I could go round and round and round for ages. We start with 6, 4, 9, and 7. So, in order to make that 0, I need to add 6. However, it's gonna be... I need to add it at the same time as another thing. So in order to make 7 into a 0, I need to add 3. I need to add 4, and I need to add 1. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, I'm trying some stuff. Oh, damn it, I got that wrong. I thought that was... Yeah. Okay. Do by column or row. So AC needs to be... Oh, sorry. So AC needs to be a multiple of 5. Right. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna draw something out just because... Did I do it on the memo? So this could be... AC multiple of 5 or 7. BC 3 or 7 is... Yeah. Yeah. But I can't make that work in my head to figure out what the answer is. Okay, so we've worked out the rules. That's the first step. I go +4. Huh, got 2 of them. What did I do there? Did I do 3D? No, I didn't do that right. Okay, I have an idea. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work them all out individually. I think. Oh, it just takes 2 Cs. Okay, what is your suggestion? Quickly place C and D until the first column is within range. Pretty easy.
got this.
I wasn't expecting that to work. I did it!
Phew, that's a relief.
Yes! My head was going, if I keep adding 3, it's never going to get to 0. Duh. Hi, Harry Eyeball. It's going good. It's going good. Welcome to the puzzles. Button A adds 5, B adds 3, C adds 7, and D adds 4. You must have worked that out, unless you're one of those people that just kept pounding the buttons until they set everything to 0. I didn't! I did do the maths! Well, sort of. I did some of the maths. I think that did the trick. I think so too, Luke. Actually, before we go in, let's save. Whoops. There's definitely going to be puzzles I've missed now. Yeah, actually, there's at least 3 puzzles that I haven't done. Yeah. Yikes, this place is disgusting. It seems the tunnel has been neglected for some time. It's starting to leak and fall apart. There's no way to get to the other side without getting one's feet thoroughly soaked. No wonder those scientists always have wet shoes. With all the boats in the area under the family's supervision, crossing the river is no easy task. The tunnel is their best bet for an unimpeded movement between both sides of the river. Professor? Luke, wait! If we try and walk through this mess, we'll get absolutely soaked! I know it's hard, Flora, but sometimes sacrifices must be made for the sake of the investigation. That's so easy for you to say, Luke. You're wearing shorts. She's got a point. The white-clad men walking around with wet feet are, in fact, scientists put to work by Dimitri in his research laboratory. Well, we haven't 100% confirmed that. But okay. They walk through a particularly flooded tunnel under the River Thames to get into town when they want a bit of a break from the labs. Oh, hello, buddy. Oh, I'm so good at this. Huh. Well, look who we have here. You. I thought this place was unguarded. You've got it all wrong, boy. I'm not on guard. I'm just having a break. It's nice and quiet down here. But now that I've seen you, I can't very well just let you waltz past, can I? I was really hoping Luke was going to say, look, we really need to get past. Can I just solve a puzzle for you or something? Listen, we really need to pass through. Can't you just look the other way? Ugh. Headed for the research facility, are you? Okay, whatever. I'm not exactly on the clock here after all. But that doesn't mean I don't have standards, and if you can't measure up, you're out of luck. Standards? What kind of standards? You need to have solved at least 80 puzzles. Guess what? I've solved 88. Seem to have done. You're free to go through. Aren't you worried about what will happen if people found out you let us pass? So what if you do pass? You won't stop the boss. No one's got the brains for that. And now that he's got his eye on you, it's only a matter of time before he traps you. We'll see about that. My break's over now. I don't imagine we'll be seeing each other again. Goodbye. Okay, so I knew there would be a point where it was like, you can't get past unless you've done a certain amount of puzzles. And now I really should go back and sort through the rest of the puzzles that I've missed, because I bet there's a load of them and they probably have some lore attached to them. However, I really, really want to get to finding out what's happening in this tower. Plus, as always, we will do either a separate stream or just like an extra video, depending on when it happens, on the puzzles that we've missed, because there are at least 3 so far, but there's going to be plenty that I haven't done. So we will solve all the puzzles, including all the bonus puzzles, but we just won't do that now. Okay? Good. Wow! Look at this! I think it's safe to say we've arrived at Dimitri's research facility. Do you think the Prime Minister is being held here, Professor? Turn down a little bit, buddy. You're so loud. That's more than likely, which would mean the place is probably under very heavy guard. Be on the lookout for trouble, everyone. New chapter! I did just save, but I'm doing it again anyway. Why is Flora not in the artwork? She's actually here for once. She gets to be part of something and we're not even getting to include her. It's such a shame. I don't think this is the kind of place we can stroll into the main gate. Perhaps there's a more discreet entrance.
Good idea, Professor. We might find another way in if we search the area carefully.
Well, is that maybe that side door, perhaps? Oh, thank you, Past Luke. I mean, in the last game, you had to solve all of the levels of the hamster game before the hamster would tell you where things were, but I seem to have just get it from the beginning with the parrot.
I think we could squeeze through here. Hey, look, you two. There's a message scrolled here.
Oh, where?
Right there on that little scrap of paper stuck on the wall. See it?
Puzzling legend. This note contains instructions for disarming the traps on the door. One of the 4 buttons, A, B, C, or D, disarms the traps. To find out which one it is, trace a path from the center square, going horizontally or vertically from square to square in the order red, blue, yellow, until you reach the correct button. You cannot pass through the same square twice. Okay, so we did a puzzle kind of like this, Okay, sorry. We did a puzzle kind of like this in Escape Academy, except we were physically moving on the buttons, but I think this could work. We can do this. Let's get this memo pad out. Okay, so we start in the center. We have to go red to blue to yellow. So red, blue, yellow. Oh, no. Hold on. Try again. Red, blue, yellow. Red, blue, yellow. Red, blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow, red. Oh. Blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow, red. A. I had a bit of a problem down here. For some reason, I couldn't figure out where the yellow was, even though I was looking right at it. I was like, where's the next yellow? Where am I going? Yeah, it's A. I did that really confidently.
Here goes nothing.
Okay, she also looks concerned. God, I hate that.
Puzzle.
Take that, puzzle!
Why does she sound like a baby compared to everyone else? I mean, I know Luke's a child, but she sounds like an actual infant.
Huh, I did it! Who knows what would have happened to us if I hadn't solved that puzzle?
Your help is greatly appreciated, Flora. I do wonder who could have left this message here, though. Maybe it's just someone who, forgets every time they come back to the facility. Ah, it was Don Paolo. That's who left the message. About time. I'm glad to see you had enough brains to solve your way through my puzzle.
Oh, hi there, Don Paolo.
Hi there, Don Paolo. I'm lurking in the shadows here, boy. At least pretend to be startled, will you? Canonically, Flora is weirdly aged. Some media has her betrothed. Wait, some official media? Because that's gross. Well, I mean, spoilers for Curious Village, if you haven't played it, but, she was the only real person in that village. So she actually did age. But yeah, I think I could check my official book, but I can't be bothered right now. How did you manage to get across the Thames ahead of us, Paul? Yeah, let me tell you a little something about being a true gentleman, Layton. True gentlemen keep their secrets, so don't think I'll be sharing them with you. You probably just used that ropey flying machine of yours to... It's not ropey, and I thought I'd made myself clear. The matter is not open for discussion. Nosy brat. Very well, Paul. Now then, everyone, let's push on. Oh, look at her little face. She's so cute. With normal-looking eyes. Just trying to make sure I get any hint coins before we go down this obvious hole in the floor that we're supposed to go to.
This ladder is sure to take us down to the research facility.
Yeah, yes, Captain Obvious to the rescue once again. Stand aside, I'll lead the way.
No way, I'm the youngest and the nimblest. I should go first.
Well, there you go, Flora's older than him.
Being nimble doesn't make you first, it makes you a monkey. Now stand aside. Really, what kind of behaviour is that for an adult? Oh, Don Paolo, I'm so disappointed in you. You were so polite and reasonable when you were disguised as the professor.
Did you forget that he kidnapped you? Sorry, I know I keep going on about that, but he did kidnap her.
Of course I was. When I play a part, I mimic every nuance of the character, right down to that hypocrite Layton's phony gentleman act. That's a terrible thing to say. He's not acting like a gentleman. He is a gentleman.
He's right there.
Whatever. Look, let's settle this debate with a puzzle. If the brat solves it, he can go first.
Does he have a puzzle just in his pocket? That's okay. Ladder puzzle. Here's a strange construction site. You have to inspect every ladder and girder, starting from the arrow and passing through points A, B, C, and D in order. You never take the same route twice, except to pass over or under a ladder. In what order do you use the white ladders? Drag the numbered ladders over the white ladders to indicate the order. I believe Dawn is saying... Oh, sorry.
Here's a strange construction site. You have to inspect every ladder and girder.
It's like almost Dr. Robotnik. The way I'm doing it.
Passing through points A, B, C, and D in order.
Okay, let's see. And A and B and D. You have to inspect every ladder and girder, starting from the arrow and passing through points A, B, and B, C, and D in order. Oh wait, so I can go down these stairs. Go A. Okay, let's put the memo up. Hold on. I have to go through A, so I've inspected that ladder. I've inspected that girder. A. Tick. And then back up. Over. Oh. Oh. Maybe I need to go down to the bottom. No, because I have to pass through A. And I have to go through every... Yeah, I think I've got this now. Except I don't, because I have to come back up and go through D. So I think I have to go over... Yeah, okay, I think I know what I'm supposed to do. It's not working very well. I think I need to do this. So when I get to A, I go like that. And then when I get to C, go from C, I go like that. Okay. Does that make sense? No. If I fix this bit so it's more obvious what I'm doing. Is that every girder? So if I go down, over, around, up, over, down, C, and then D. So I don't need to use all three ladders. Down that one, around that one. Okay. I don't know if that ladder in the center, the one that's currently white, I don't know if that counts as a ladder, and therefore, do I have to pass over it? Do I have to inspect it? Because if I do, then that changes my route. But if I don't, then I think I've got it. I'm pretty confident. I'm like 85% sure I've got it. But I'm not putting in the third ladder, and I don't know if that's a problem. Okay. I don't think there's a solution where I put in the ladder, though. Because I need to go on both of these ladders to do the solution, so unless I then go down this one at the end, which I guess I could. Yeah, in that case, if I have to inspect that ladder, I gotta go back down it at the end. Then I'll put that last. Yeah, okay, I think... Down, around, over... Yeah. Okay. That's my answer. Here's my answer. I'm gonna see if we get this right.
Here's my answer.
I was not that sure about that
No
one.
puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
That's right, no matter which route you take, the 3 ladders get used in the same order. These route may seem inefficient, but no matter which one you take, since you can't go the same way twice, the distance travelled is the same. Flora continues to travel together with Layton and Luke. Her online feature profile in Western locations note her as a protege and devoted follower of Layton. However, in the original Japanese version, she noted as a self-proclaimed Layton's bride candidate. Flora's official age is unknown. Oh, I think we've had this conversation before. I remember that bit. Though no official materials have given an exact age. However, in the Japanese version, she's implied in her father's message that she's marriageable age and Layton is her suitor. Ew. She is so obviously a child. Like, I know that they're saying she has no official age, but she is drawn like a child. Or like Luke's age. I'm gonna say in the PurpleCoffins canon that she is around Luke's age or maybe slightly older than him. Like 14. But then again, marriageable age is very different depending on culture, so that could be why. You know? Yeah. In PurpleCoffins canon, she is a child. And I'm gonna take any of the, 13 to 15. I'm gonna take any of the self-proclaimed Layton's bride candidate as like a infatuation because he saved her life kind of deal. But not like an actual romantic thing. Just like a, oh, he's amazing, you know. Because, like, teenage girls do. Okay? That's what we're going with. Also, I look like I'm wearing, like, my shirt is becoming part of my hair. Like, I've got a hood on. Because it's the same, very similar color. Definitely teenage, nowhere near adult. Yes, I think we're all in agreement here. Let's shake on it. Okay. Now, perhaps your head's not as empty as it looks. Well, the deal's a deal. You can go down first. Great, let's put the child in danger. Okay, everyone, coast is clear. Come on down. Yeah, this looks like your classic underground passageway for transporting research materials. I'll bet anything in that this tunnel leads all the way back out to the Thames. You sound awfully sure about that. Remember who you're talking to, boy. No one does secret research like Don Paolo. I suppose everyone's got to have a hobby. Oh my. What is it? The materials they have here, they look like... No, I must be mistaken. Never mind. Interesting. Whenever he says that, he's never mistaken. It's just like a spy film. Layton's very rarely mistaken. Something's going on. This metal shutter is blocking our way. I'm starting to get the feeling we're not welcome here. Of course not, Flora. That's how criminals work. The dirtier the deed, the more cautious they get. See, they've even gone out of their way to fit a puzzle lock to the shutter. Puzzle time. You know how I was like, let's not go around and get all the puzzles in the village before we leave? I think this might have been why, because it would have just been too many puzzles. Is there such a thing? Yes. One step at a time. Make your way from the green square to the red square one step at a time. What's the catch? Or you can only move to numbers that are 1 higher or lower than your current number. Okay, this is fun. This is fun. This is the kind of thing I would play like on my phone. Reach the red goal square following this rule and the door will open. Each number you touch will light up. Make sure all of the squares on the route are lit up before submitting your answer. Okay. Well, we don't need to like have the memo pad, because if we start here, we're gonna go 2, 3, 2, and then get stuck, so we can't go that way. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anyone got a problem with that? Anyone have a problem with that? I think I'm gonna tie my hair up. You guys tell me what you think while I go and sort my hair. But I'm pretty sure that's the answer. Okay, go have a think about it. Get back to me. Right. Okay, no one's telling me I'm wrong in chat, so I'm gonna take that as... Oh, here we go, looks good. The last bit only has 1 possibility. Yeah. Pretty much. Only really 1 route, so I'm happy with it. Tell you what though, you know how I was all like, oh, the red in this side of my hair is really, really strong, and tell you what, the like, texture of my hair is so much nicer on this side.
How about this? I knew it!
Yeah, I was pretty sure about that one. The tricky part is with the mandatory puzzles, things like that, they have to make them difficult because you're at a later stage in the game, but they can't make them too difficult that you just can't keep going with the story. Ah, that lock didn't stand a chance against me. I hope you didn't enjoy cracking that lock too much, Luke. It could lead to a life of crime. Thanks, Flora. I'll, bear that in mind. Here we go. What are you not doing down here? Shh. Keep it down, sir. We've come to rescue you. I don't know what you mean. There's nothing to fear, my friend. We know the whole story. Yeah, Lee too. Oh yeah! I forgot that Luke's, like, a criminal mastermind. You were captured by the family, or rather by Dimitri Allen. I'm sure he's just hired. And now you're being forced to work on his research here, correct? Dimitri Allen? You know his name, but who are you exactly? I'm the real Professor Layton. Dimitri has been using my good name for his own misguided purposes. Ah, I see. I remember hearing that you worked in archaeology. Yes, it all makes sense now. Goodness, you can't imagine how shocked I was when I found out that Layton was actually Dimitri. Are any of the other scientists here aware of Dimitri's true identity? Some, yes, but I don't dare talk about it with the people here. Imagine what the family would do to me if they caught me spreading that kind of information around. I see. Well, is Dimitri here in the facility? Well, he comes and goes. Yikes, quick, hide! The guards are heading this way. Okay, I genuinely thought he was going to be like, I'm just being paid. Like, I'm going to drop that on their heads, right? Something's up. Look at that. Are these? No, surely not. Huh. The wonderful... Oh, Layton can never foil Luke. That's actually what the new game's about. Ugh, this place is like a deep freeze. Why do we always stand guard down here anyway? The most we're ever gonna find is a rat. We're down here because we messed up, ain't we? This is our punishment, and I'd say we got off lightly. Bostro hears you harping on like that, he'll knock your block off. Sorry, I'm struggling to speak again. Wish I stayed in school, bruv. I should have known no good would come from this line of work. Shut it, Mopey. We've got 10 hours till our shift ends. We just gotta stick it out. Oh my god, 10 hours. Is that like a 10-hour shift, or is it a bit longer? 12-hour shift. Oof. If you really want to make this time go faster, stop your moaning and tell me a joke or something. Psst, did you hear that? Still better than retail. Tell me about it. I did. Those two are going to stand guard there for the next 10 hours. So I'm just sorting out my hair. Just ignore me. I'm heading back. The guards know me. If I walk past on my own, they won't stop me. Wait just a moment. I think we might be able to get those chaps to turn a blind eye to us. But how? It's not my usual style of problem solving, but you know what they say about desperate times. Is he gonna beat them up? Oh, he is! He's gonna drop the thing on their heads! Oh, yes! Layton! Oh, I love him. Drop this wooden crate on the thugs. All you have to do is cut the rope. But it's all tangled up. Line up the parts to straighten out the rope. Ready for cutting. Use all the parts. Okay, so I was excited, but it is a it is a slide puzzle, but it's not a slide puzzle because I can just swap them as much as I want. That's fun. This is a lot nicer. Well, that piece has to be that shape. I can't really do any other shape from that one. Bloop. Nope, that doesn't line up. This one? Yeah, it could be that one. Just give me a second. I'm just basically, this is gonna take a little while, but we'll get there. Wait, no, we have to use all the pieces, which means it needs to curve down there. Nope. Yeah, that works. I think that works. Yeah.
Let's see if I've got this right. Well, that's settled.
Well, that's settled. That's right, it's time to cut the rope, even if you do feel a little sorry for those thugs. Look at him, he's making Luke do the dirty work. Look at this picture. He's just standing there like, yes, cut the rope, Luke. Kill them all. Do it. Oh my god. Crikey, I bet they didn't see that coming. They'll be out cold for a while. Yes, I'm not one to condone violence, but needs must, and at least now we can pass safely. I have something else to tell you before we move on. We came here to prevent Dimitri from completing his time machine. We also wish to liberate all the scientists that Dimitri is holding captive. I'm listening. I'm hoping we could speak directly to the man and end this whole mess. Do you know Dimitri's current whereabouts? Huh. Well, if he's here, he'll probably be in the central research room. I'll show you the way. Wonderful. Before we go, will you allow me one more question? Go on. These materials lying around here, they aren't for building a time machine, are they? Right, now we get to find out what they are. No, they aren't. What exactly are you working on here? My speciality is polydimensional physics, so I've been assigned to work on the time machine. The materials lying around here belong to a separate research group within the facility. And this group also works under Dimitri's supervision? Who knows, that group tinker with some pretty dangerous stuff. I think they work for Big Luke. I think Big Luke's part of this somehow. I don't know why he would be trying to get Layton to take down Dimitri, but I feel like Big Luke's part of this more than we think. I don't think Dimitri's that interested in what they do, though. Oh, it's the Scottish guy. Oh, God. Look. What's with all this racket, Horace? Who are these folk? Cuthbert, this is real Professor Layton. Eh? What do you mean, the real Professor Layton? Look, I'll explain it later. We don't have time to go into it here. All you need to know for now is that these people have come to help us get out of here for good. You do want to go back to our own time, don't you? Our own time? Aye, I'd do anything to get back there. What can I do for you, Professor? Do I lose my Scottish card? I love being Scottish. I have to find Dimitri, the man who's been using my name. I hear he could be in the central research room. Do you know where that is? Ah, you're close. It's just a wee bit through the corridor. Wow, I still can't believe you're the real deal. That's a right turn up for the books. As I recall, you were rather surprised to see me the last time we met as well. Ah, well, I'm sorry, but I wasn't sure who I was talking to. Anywho, we could chit-chat later. Away you go before you get spotted. Buster and the boys are just through there, gabbing something about intruders. You need to get moving. What? How did you pick that up so quickly? Ah, I should have known. We probably tripped an infrared sensor. Basic secret base stuff. No sense in standing around, Layton. Let's go. Love it. Thank you. This would appear to be Horace's bedroom. Let's not go in there. That's rather rude. I didn't realise this was a Scottish stream. Oh, sorry. Did you think we were still in... It was still Canadian mode. I'm gonna listen to this back later and I'm gonna be so embarrassed about my Scottish accent. Thank you. Thank you for my backstory. This door appears to lead to the central research room. I hope Dimitri's in there, Professor. As do I. You heard him talking earlier, Luke. He could still be reasoned with, I'm sure of it. Well, our first challenge is to get his door open. It's got some strange lock on it. Another puzzle, I suspect. Dimitri no doubt wishes to test the intelligence of all those who enter. I just want Layton one time to be like, for goodness sake, can I not just save the world without having to solve a puzzle? Like, I just want him to get mad about it. Just one time. Because Luke's gotten mad about it twice now. Plus key. The plus sign displayed on the top left is hidden somewhere in this pattern. Can you find it? It's the exact same shape and size. Draw a line around it. Okay. Oh, I didn't have it on the right screen. Doesn't matter. We're here now. It's somewhere in this pattern. Okay, well the first thing to do is like, can I see if I can draw any lines outside? No, okay. Because then that could be the trick. That looks about the right size though, right? Yeah, so that's kind of the size we're going for. Oh, so close. It's probably jumped out at one of you already. It's not that it's diagonal. I did that one, didn't I? So close, just one line off. This doesn't really feel like the kind of puzzle you would set down if you were trying to stop people from breaking into your secret base. Or maybe that's just me. Okay, I've done like all the obvious ones, I think. Found it. There we go.
I've got a good feeling about this one. Just as I suspected.
It should be easy, but people seem to have a hard time solving this one. The human eye can be surprisingly unreliable. It took me a while, but I got there in the end. Here we are. The door's lock now seems to have been disengaged. Hold it right there! It's Bostro. I don't think he's really a human.
Aha! So this is where you sneaky sneaks have been hiding. There'll be no getting away this time.
Oh,
Oh no! We're trapped!
That's a lot of guns.
Quickly, follow me.
It's Claire! That's Claire's voice! Luke, get the Luke, get the slot machine gun! Do you not just have that on your person? Is that not just what's in your hat? Oh, have a good time, Sam. Thanks for stopping by. That was definitely Claire's voice.
huh?
Huh? Scooby Snack? Through here, everyone! Oh, Flora's little shoes.
Oh, that was too close. Oh my heart's still racing.
Her voice is gone again. I've lost it.
Who are you?
My eyes must be playing tricks on me.
You're Professor Layton, are you not?
Oh, well, that's her name. We've now been told.
Claire? Is it you?
No. I'm Celeste, her younger sister. I've been trying to uncover what really happened to Claire.
Oh, I really hoped it was actually Claire. Because he would have been so happy.
I know she was quite fond of you, Professor.
They were dating. Well, now we know. It's not Claire, it's Claire's sister. That's the last mystery, which means we must be close. The enigmatic woman is none other than Claire's younger sister, Celeste. She came to future London to seek search. Oh my god. Blah. She came to the future London in search of clues as to the circumstances of her sister's death, and is following Professor Layton in the belief that he will uncover the truth. He probably will. That's what he's good at. You're Claire's younger sister.
You look exactly like her. It's uncanny.
We've crossed paths several times, haven't we? And yet it's strange. Claire never mentioned having a sister. It's my greatest regret that we spent the last years of her life estranged from each other. Forgive me for not getting in touch with you earlier, Professor. I wanted to, but I was afraid it might attract unwanted attention from the family. For your own safety, I decided it was best to avoid contact with you. I see.
You must have cared deeply for your sister to come to a place like this in search of the truth.
Well, if I'm honest, I haven't been running my own investigation so much as tailing yours, Professor. But why? Your reputation. Don't they say the great Professor Layton could solve any puzzle? That's what Luke says. I thought that if anyone could get to the bottom of what happened that day, it would be you. Celeste. On the day of the explosion, Uh-oh. Oh no! The family will be here any second. We've got to run. Sorry to interrupt.
Ah, now's my time to shine. No one makes a grand escape like Don Paolo.
We can't move quickly in a big group like this. We need to split up.
I couldn't agree more. My dear Celeste, please allow me to personally escort you to safety. Layton, you take the kids.
Kids! See? Flora, kid, child, confirmed. Celeste, wait. There's still so much we need to discuss.
Ah, found you.
Professor, the city hides a secret so large it defies the imagination. Again, another
The
one.
answer to everything lies in the Old Father's embrace. It is there we will meet next.
The Old Father's embrace. We need to leave this facility immediately. Yes, I know. That's what I'm doing, Layton.
Ew, I can't believe the three of us made it out of there in one piece.
Don't let your guard down, Luke. We're not out of the woods yet.
Professor, I just can't stop thinking about the last thing Celeste said to us.
It was literally...
The answer to everything lies in the old father's embrace. It is there we will meet next.
She literally said that like less than 20 seconds ago. You don't need to repeat it. Was I supposed to stop and do a puzzle for Bostro?
Celeste was clearly trying to give us a hint as to our next rendezvous point.
You don't say.
Oh, of course. She used a code to hide our meeting place from the family. But what could that code possibly mean?
Think of it as a puzzle, Luke. Though I suspect the answer to this puzzle will be much more than our next meeting place. I'd wager that it's also the family's secret headquarters, and where Dimitri's been hiding.
If that's the case, it's even more important that we find out where this place is.
Exactly.
Luke, do you remember seeing a flyer for a restaurant named the Thames Arms on the way here?
We've been to the Thames Arms. What? This game is really strange.
That's where Celeste will be waiting for us.
The old father's embrace.
At the Thames Arms? But how did you work that out?
Well, Luke, have you ever heard of Old Father Thames?
There we go.
Rivers are often personified in folklore and literature, and the River Thames is no exception. When Celeste said that the answer lies in the Old Father's embrace, the father she was talking about was Old Father Thames.
Makes sense. Why are we having this discussion still inside the research facility? Can we leave, please?
Oh, I get it! And an embrace happens in someone's arms. In this case, the arms of the Thames.
I wonder if, Oh no, I was gonna say something, I've forgotten it now.
I'm thinking, Professor.
What? Okay. What about, Luke?
About how you, Dimitri, and Don Paolo all have a personal tie to poor Claire, and all of you seem to question the circumstances surrounding her death. Even Celeste does. Why do I get the feeling that many of the mysteries in this city lead back to that explosion?
Yeah, just casually bring up his dead girlfriend, that's fine, you know. The explosion that killed Claire didn't just destroy the lab in which she worked. By the time I got word of the accident and ran to the site, the whole place was in flames. A block of flats next to the lab had also been destroyed by the blast.
Oi, Professor, remember when your bird died?
I mean, we go back to the past because the next trilogy of games is set before this one, so Claire might be in it. I don't actually know. I haven't played all of them. I've played one of them, but I haven't finished it. The entire area was devastated. Looking upon that scene, I knew that Claire was lost to me forever. And I wasn't the only one who lost something that day. Many others were wounded or lost loved ones. To this day, I still remember an orphan child I met wandering the streets, wailing for his parents. It was Luke. I wonder who that was. Because why would he mention it unless it was important? I bet you anything that that orphan child is future Luke. I'm calling it now, because why else would he bring it up? This game never brings up anything that isn't important. That's right. I've connected them. I've connected the dots. For some time after the incident, I was in a state of shocked grief. Look how young he looks. Then, when I came back to my senses, I noticed something curious. Despite the scale of the damage, there was no follow-up coverage in the media. Not one word about the incident was printed or broadcast after the initial reports. I knew the only way I'd get answers about what happened was by running my own investigation. Here's Claire, and here's Dimitri. And here's some random person. Is that the Prime Minister? I immediately set to work researching Claire's lab and the scientists she had worked with. During my investigation, I learned that the powerful political forces had suppressed reports of the blast. It was right after this discovery that— What?! Someone beat him up?! right after the discovery I was viciously assaulted. My injuries were so severe I was in hospital for a month. I was lucky to be alive. How did I not know that? He hasn't mentioned that before. When I returned to work, my office had been torn apart. The majority of the information I'd gathered on the case had been stolen. An explosion was no ordinary accident. Someone with serious political clout was involved. Sorry. And this person abused his or her power to keep any fact about the event from ever coming to light. Well, obviously the Prime Minister, right? Professor Layton and the Illuminati cover-up. Layton and the Millionaires... Catriel Layton and the Millionaires Conspiracy, by any chance. I tried to dig back into the case several times, but it was no use. Every time I tried to make progress, I was met with resistance and threats of violence. Claire is lost to me forever. I know that. But I must know the truth of what happened that day. It's a feeling I'm sure Don Paolo and Celeste share as well.
So you think Dimitri knows the truth?
Dimitri and perhaps one other person. Why is this one song so quiet?
Who else do you mean, Professor?
Everything will become clear at the Thames Arms. Let's go.
Oh, hi, Pavel.
I am lost.
Laura, you okay?
Scusa, comrades. It wasn't my intention to scare the young Fräulein.
Pavel, what are you doing down here?
I was exploring the area and somehow ended up here, perdido. Doing some of the cavern exploration you were talking about before, I take it. Da! Earlier in my quest to find the Great Tunnels, I mistakenly wandered onto some train tracks. A little viaje, I don't know that word, put me in great peril, but danger is part and parcel to exploring El Mundo, no? I suppose you could say that. And he did. Naturellement, most of my travel woes could be avoided if my compass hadn't been broken. Though I think this map might be able to show me a better way to go. A bit of help, bitte?
Oh, Pavel.
Another staple of the Layton universe. Which direction? This chart has the cardinal directions written on each square. However, the top of the chart is not necessarily north. If you point the correct side of the chart as north, starting from a certain square and moving in the direction each square indicates, allows you to pass over all the squares on the charts. Knowing this, can you work out which side of the map, A, B, C, or D, is north? Pavel needs well, that's the point. Pavel's a world traveler and he will just mix in random languages. That's just what he does. I think I'm going to do this one puzzle and then I'm going to take a quick break and then we'll maybe finish the story when I get back. But we'll do this puzzle first. Okay, I was trying to see if this could look like another letter if it was turned around. But I think everything is the right way up. Because, you know, like, it's written so strangely that it kind of looks like it's trying to trick you. You know what I mean? Like, it's trying to be an N or an M or a W or something. But I think it is just the right way around. Yeah. Okay, let's say that B is north, right? So... Wait, what am I doing like that? Just write it the right way up. So north... Whoa! That's not an N. Oh my god. This is so hard to do without a graphics tablet. Never eat shredded wheat. So... If you point the correct side of the chart as north, starting from a certain square and moving in the direction each square indicates, allows you to pass over all the squares on the chart. Oh my god! So it doesn't even tell us which square to start on. Ugh! Okay, let's start here. So we go east, then we go north, then we go east, then we go west. Okay, that doesn't actually, it doesn't say I can't go back on myself. East, north, east, west, east, west, east, west, east, west. I just go back and forth. Okay, so it's not that one. East, west, east, west, east, west. Okay, so that's a common problem. So I think we want to... Maybe that means it can't be let's go backwards. Hold on. We end on west. No, we can't do that. Because I can't get to that square. Okay, so maybe it's not B then. Oh, this is hard. Okay, this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to take the break now. Because I think I've been doing too many puzzles in a row and my brain is starting to become mush. So I'm going to take a quick break. Let me just pause the recording and I'll be back in a second. Hello, welcome back. It wasn't that. I was going to say, for you, that would have been a mere few seconds, but for me, it was years. It was only like maybe 10 minutes. I went and had some food. But I'm back. And what I've done is I've drawn the puzzle out on a piece of paper because my theory is if I just turn the piece of paper and I move along it all like that, instead of having to like do the mental rotation in my head, then that could be easier. I'm still trying to work out if there's a way without having like a second camera set up that you guys would be able to see my notes. Like if I could make digital notes that you guys could like watch me mess with. But I also think that that would probably be too much for my computer to handle. Because as we've seen, the art software is too much for my computer to handle. So I'm just gonna sneeze real quick, hold on. Sneeze completed. Yeah, so if we have, let's just try it with A being north. So the way it's written on the sheet. If we start here, north, east. Help if I maybe had like a. I'm not good with my directions. I had to write down north, east, southwest. North, east, 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 east. Can't do that. Oh, you know what it would be? It could be. There could be a way of figuring this out that's a bit different. Because it might be that... the letters, like, pointing outwards. So, for example, if this was north, then that would be south, that would be east, that would be west. Is that a clue? I don't know. But let's go with D is the D is north, okay? The D is north. I'm not gonna make that joke. That's rude. And we start with east. No, start with this one. East, north, east. Yeah, okay, we can't do that one. D can't be north because all of the letters point outwards. If that's the case, if I've understood this puzzle correctly, if you point the correct side of the chart as north, starting from a certain square and moving in the direction each square indicates, allows you to pass over all the squares on the chart. Yeah. Okay, so I have been working it out correctly, but the answer is not D. Because if the answer was D, if D was north, right, then all of the squares, except for this one, are pointing out of the square. So north, I would have to go this way. West, I would have to go this way. West, I would have to go this way. South, that way, basically. So every square is pointing outwards, which means I can't pass over every square. Okay. I had to figure out which was north, but also which square to start on. Yes, exactly. And even if I start on the middle one and go east, I would be just going east and then east again and going off the board. So it cannot be D. You 100% got it. Oh, nice. Okay. Thank you for doing the correct thing and using your channel points to tell me. I've been trying to work out a way to do this, but it's really... Coding with channel points is really finicky and annoying. So I haven't been able to do any of the coding with channel points that I've been wanting to do, but I was wanting to make there be a way that like a little overlay would pop up with your name if you said that you'd got the... Like, it would basically come up on my screen, like as a tiny little person being like, I got it, and it's got your name on it. I will work on it maybe one day in like 4 games time. Maybe when we play the final Professor Layton game, I will finally have it set up. Maybe we should replay Catriel. Stop it. Pay attention. Do your puzzle. Stop. Okay, let's go with B. No, C is north. So if I turn it upside down, we go east, north, west, west, south, south, east, east, east. Oh, so B is north. B is north. No, C is north. C is north. That's what I just said. Sorry. I had the letter in my head. I said the wrong one. C is north. Because if we do C is north, let's try this. And we start in the middle. So basically, I'm just going to have to go the opposite of what it says because we're saying that C is... Yeah, okay. So, east, north, west, west, south, south, east, east, east. So it's C. Is that what you got, Sky? Before I click it, is that what you got?
Another puzzle solved.
Yes! I'm going to take that as a yes. Let's go.
Let's see if I've got this right.
Ugh. Yes! Get in!
Just as I suspected.
Right, we have an hour and a wee bit to get this game finished. We don't actually have to finish the game. There's no pressure for us to finish the game. I would like to, because I think it'd be a nice way to, like, wrap up the stream. That C is north and start from the center square, you can pass both squares. Yes. I think it had to be the center square that I started with, but the rest was up for questioning. Oh, double gracias, my monsieur. Thanks to you, I can now continue my travels. Do be careful out there, Pavel. Thanks, Pavel. We made it this far, so I think it's finally safe to say we've given the family the slip. Things got rather chaotic back there, Flora. Oh, sorry. I said that wrong. Things got rather chaotic back there, Flora. Are you feeling alright? Not too shaken? I'm fine, Professor. I'm just glad I had you both with me. Professor, the Thames Arms is just up the road from here. Let's go and meet Celeste. Is this another chapter break? Did I get through a chapter already? I feel like the chapters go really fast. I guess the chapters only go fast if you don't do every single puzzle. That's a objection right there. Objection. Have you ever seen the Objection Funk, but it's Professor Layton video? I wish it was... It's not bad, but I feel like it could be better, and it's quite old. Someone remake it for me, please. Thanks. Thanks very much. Right, can we get through this chapter in an hour? Or is it for the elevator button? Oh, we found Barton at least. Unless that's Don Paolo again. Oh, Layton, any breakthroughs in your investigation? Possibly, Inspector. In fact, I'm very glad to see you. I need you to accompany me to the Thames Arms. The Thames Arms? My investigation of those premises revealed delicious smells, sir. Be quiet for just a minute, will you, Barton? Shut up, Barton. Shut up, Watson. Sorry. What is it, the Thames Arms? It's so amazing that I need to head there this very instant. I make no promises, but it's likely what will happen there will lead you to the Prime Minister. Really now? His eyes actually opened. Well, my interest is piqued. But then there's the matter of this blasted puzzle. What puzzle? It's in this note I found. I have a feeling it could have some bearing on the case. Would you mind if I had a look at it, Inspector? You know, I am London's top authority on puzzles, after all. The secret letter. You receive a letter that says, the room in the photograph hides a secret. Remove one of the floor tiles to reveal the hidden treasure. In the same envelope as the letter is the photograph shown below with the following note. Follow the arrow to where the treasure lies. Which tile do you need to remove in order to find the treasure? Follow the arrow. Okay. This is, okay. This is one of... This is one of those ones where you might think the answer is super obvious and then it turns out to be a trick. This is definitely 100% one of the trick ones. I think it's the one that the bird's pointing to, but I have no basis on that, unless it's this arrow here. Do you see that kind of looks like an arrow? Like, if I do this. See? Do you know what I mean? It kind of looks like an arrow. But I'm not sure if it's pointing here or here. I feel like this is too obvious because it's got a cross on it. So the phrasing is, follow the arrow to where the treasure lies. Unless it's completely unrelated to the big splodge on the floor. Because it kind of looks like there was an arrow there and it got smudged. Like it was in like icing or something. Is that a wall sum? I think it just says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on it. I don't think it's got anything else to it. But it could be important. So we've got like... Oh wait, there's an arrow on that monkey! There's an arrow on the monkey. I hadn't noticed that to start with. Here. Look. See? Arrow on the monkey. And this guy also is pointing that way. Which makes me suspicious. But I think it's this? Can I redraw it on the wall anywhere? That's the only obvious arrow I can see. The fact that it's got markings on it makes me unsure. Because I feel like that... It's very much like a... Excuse me. Like a Holy Grail kind of thing. You know what? Do you know what I mean? Like you go, oh, it can't be the one that's super obviously the one we're supposed to think it is. I think it's that tile. Does anyone in chat have any different opinions, or should I just submit it? Oh, I've just realized, as of time of recording, I am, like, 4, 6? I think it might be 6. Where's my phone? Oh, it's over here. Followers away from, a high number. Hold on. Oh, that's so anticlimactic. I thought I remembered it, but now I can't remember off the top of my head what the number is. I think I'm like 6 followers off from 1,800 followers. Which is quite high. Right, I'm just gonna submit this one. No one's objected in the chat, so...
That should do the trick.
Whoa, so unsure about that one.
Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
That's right, the nose and mouth of the monkey and the picture on the wall combined to form an arrow shape. The treasure can be found under the floor. Yeah, cool. Whew. Good. I'm sorry, Inspector, but this letter doesn't appear to have any relevance to your case. Oh well, isn't that just wonderful? Another perspective lead fizzles out. I'm at my wit's end, I tell you. Whatever you've got to show me at the Thames Arms, it has to be more useful than that note. To the Thames Arms, let's go! Oh, hi Big Luke. So suspicious of him. I'm so glad we're finally able to meet again. Where did you run off to? I was doing a little investigation of my own, shadowing a suspicious woman I'd seen around town. Is it Celeste, by any chance? I saw her tailing you, Professor, and decided someone had to find out who she was. Oh, you must be talking about Celeste! And where did you last see her? I lost her for a while, but I just saw her again, walking into this restaurant. Seconds later, I saw a friend of ours go there in there as well. Oh, let me guess, Don Paolo. I'm beginning to wonder whether I need to even need to explain. You seem to know it all already. He's getting cross at himself. Well, we've been hard at work investigating too. Of course, I never expected you to just wait idly for me to return. Now what? All the players in our mystery are here. I think it's time to reconvene with Celeste. Players in our mystery? What does that mean? It's time to do the thing that they do at the end of every murder mystery, where they go, "It was you, Donna Noble." Though I also would like to just quickly point out our little friends down here. Look at how cute they are. Look at them. They're so cute. That's what I want. That's what I want to pop up when you guys say you know the answer. Like, one of them will pop up. time to point fingers in wildly in random directions. Exactly. I love a good murder mystery. Okay, we got Celeste, we got Don Paolo, we got the party that's with us. Let's go to this guy first. Hello there. Hello there. We were in the area and we thought we'd drop by again. Welcome out to the Thames Arms. Did you ever find the gentleman you were looking for? Oh yes, thanks to you, of course. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, cool. You certainly took your sweet time getting here. I thought you got lost or something. Come now, Paul. You surely haven't been waiting that long, have you? Professor Layton, it's such a relief to see you made it out all right. It's so weird people not just calling him the Professor, or just Professor. Why, I could hardly let myself get caught before hearing about the secret you mentioned, could I? Something tells me you've already worked it out for yourself, am I right?
Huh? Professor, is that true?
If you know something, Layton, spit it out. All concerned parties seem to be in attendance, so I'll try to explain things best I can. I'm ready with the cutscene button.
Yes.
It's taken time, but I believe I've finally made sense of the bizarre events we've witnessed here.
You've worked it all out?
For the most part.
Come on then, out with it!
Yes, of course. I have much to say about this city and its secrets. The London we are presently in, this London of the future, is a fake.
Well, we all knew that, didn't we? But we'll pretend to be, oh no! Everyone pretend to be shocked. Oh, really? I could never have told you that.
More precisely, it's a set designed to make us believe that we've traveled 10 years into the future.
That's quite an impressive thing to try and convince us of. Now, why do we think we're trying to be convinced that we're in the future? Do we think that it's to convince us, or to convince someone else? That's fine.
Because, you see, there is no time machine. Not here, not anywhere.
Not any when.
What?
We were all led to believe that the clock shop was a portal to the future.
And I think future Luke's sitting there like, he's figuring out my plan and I don't like it.
But the truth about that shop is in some ways just as bewildering. The back room of the clock shop is no time machine. It's a lift leading down into the earth.
It's a lift. Okay, but then how does the river work? Oh. Oh.
You mean to say we're underground right now? Precisely. You may have heard of subterranean caverns, as some of them house ancient ruins.
Okay. I will say I did not call that. I thought it just turned the building around. I didn't think of lift.
Some experts theorize that these caverns pepper the entire Earth. What I've seen here leads me to conclude that Dimitri used one such cavern to build this false London. It's as if we're standing in the largest film set ever created.
But why? I really hope Luke goes, but why, Professor? In a second.
What?
Oh.
I don't believe it!
So Dimitri is behind all this then? But why?
The effort expense is outstanding. It's always like this in Layton games. When you get to the end, you get to the reveal, you're like, why would you even go to the expense of all of that?
That question stumped me as well.
Why would he go to such pains to make us believe we're in the future?
It doesn't make sense, unless convincing people of this is the key to achieving his ultimate goal.
World domination.
What kind of goal requires a setup like that?
It's simple. It seems that Dimitri never gave up his original dream of building a time machine.
Okay.
But though he poured all his energy into achieving this feat, the task was too large for one man.
So in order to build a time machine, he had to convince everybody that the time machine already existed?
He needed other scientists to support his project, so he turned to the greatest minds in London. But to keep the scientists working for him, they needed to believe that they were in the future.
That's been something that I never really understood, that they had come through time, but then they were still building a time machine. Surely the time machine. I think it was just because, yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Why?
Yeah, exactly.
Think about it, Luke. Dmitri couldn't imprison the scientists, not in the conventional sense. After all, who knows what kind of work they would produce under those circumstances? No, Dmitri needed a different approach to compel the scientists to complete his research. The scientists had to want the time machine to work as much as Dmitri did.
So they could go home.
So he told them that they had been shot forward 10 years in time, stranded a decade from home. Dmitri misled the scientists, telling them that the time machine was an unfinished project. They thought they were stranded, and that the machine was their only hope of returning home.
Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense.
Ah, so that's why they were so willing to follow orders.
See, Future Luke's been very quiet.
That's all I've been able to work out. Perhaps our friend here can fill us in on the rest.
I'm guessing that is Future Luke. Oh no.
I see you've caught on. Excellent work as always, Herschel.
What a perfect... I did this voice pretty well. Hold on 1 second, everyone. Joe's at the door. Let me just pause this recording. Apologies for that interruption in a very intense part of the game, but we're back. The recording is running. Yes, it is. Good. Let's go.
The family uses this establishment as a hideout. Therefore, it seemed a bit odd that the bartender didn't so much as raise an eyebrow when we walked in.
I have to give credit where it's due. I never imagined you'd work out so much of the plan yourself.
Is this Dmitri? No. Could be.
I suppose I've no choice but to shut you up for good.
Or he's just one of the family. Oh, I love it when that happens. We get a second clonk. Future London turned out to be a fake city built in an underground cavern beneath the real London. Dmitri led his team of scientists to believe that they were trapped in the future so that it would put every effort into completing a functioning time machine. Yep, there we go. I knew it was him. Oh, I kind of wanted a cutscene where he took off his wig. I also love that he kept his accent on as well. Dmitri Allen, you've been watching us this whole time. I wish to issue a challenge to the professor. Bumbling lawmen have no part in this conversation. I'm trying to be Liam O'Brien. Bumbling? I'll give you bumbling. It would be wise for all of you to stay exactly where you are. This restaurant is rigged with enough explosives to level the place, and they're ticking. Of course they have. Of course they're explosives. Are you out of your mind? We'll all die. That's not his voice. You're out of your mind? We'll all die, even you. Me? Ha! No, I'm going to stroll out of this place. You see, I know exactly how long we've got left, and I know the way out. Oh, and if you're thinking of running away, make sure you don't tread on a bomb. Just arrest the man. Is he going to blow himself up? I guess he's... Yeah, if we don't want to die, we have to listen to him. I don't know. One false step and boom. He's bluffing. This place is a minefield. That's right. Now I'm going to watch you squirm a bit more, and then leave you all to your fate. Well then, it would seem that you've bested me, Dmitri. There's nothing I can do. Or is there? Whappa! Knocks him unconscious. Not exactly, Professor. Have a look at this piece of paper. It tells you all you need to know about how the bombs in this room... Oh my god. It's a puzzle! Fair enough. Let's see what we have here. Find all the bombs. The numbers above and to the left of the map indicate the number of bombs in each column in a row. Oh my god, it's Picross. I've been doing nothing but playing Picross for like a month. It's like every time I have time to relax, I literally play Picross. If this is what I think it is, I think I'm gonna be okay. It's also, just so you're aware, the same thing as Voltorb Switch, the game from Crystal, Gold and Silver. I think it was from that one. I played so much of that when I was a kid. Red dots indicate people and squares indicate tables. There are no bombs in these squares. Derive the location of all bombs using the information provided and mark them on your map. I've marked it on your map. Just call his bluff. Start walking towards him. He'll soon tell you if you find a bomb. Right, so there are no bombs on these squares. Easy enough. So this has 4 bombs in it, which means all 4 of those are bombs. This has 3, which means all... This is pretty easy. Okay. That means that that's not a bomb, that's not a bomb, that's not a bomb. Is this making sense? I don't want to like be boring and slow, but I also don't want you to not know what I'm doing. Yeah, so obviously 4 in this line, 3 in this line, they only have 4 spaces and 3 spaces. This one's only got 2 spaces, so there's bombs here and here. Again, same thing on this side, which means there's no bomb in this... Oh, wrong color. No bomb in this square or this square. Or this square, this square, or this square, or this square. Which means, yeah, we know where the bombs are. Okay, I've got them all, I think. Touch the square that contain bombs. Oh, I should have just done it. Is that right? And then there's 2 in the bottom. That should be it. So let's do the just really, because it, you know, since it's life and death, let's double check. 2 on that row, 4 on that row, 3 on that row, 4 on that row, 2 on that row, 3 in that column, 2 in that column, 2 in that column, 1 in that column, 2 in that column, 2 in that column, 3 in that column, done. Could you imagine if if this was real life, if real life was actually just based on puzzles, and I've been like sitting every time there's a maths puzzle, I'm sitting there going, I don't know guys, I can't do this, and someone else in the group will solve it, and then we get to this one and I'm like, I've got this! I played so much Voltorb Switch, I can do this! Okay. Oh, well done, Professor. I shouldn't have made it so easy for you. You found all the bombs. I suppose you're going to avoid getting blown up after all. I'd say the same, unless, of course, there was something you weren't telling me. What? Luke, this paper isn't just telling us where the bombs are, it's telling us how much time we have left. Double puzzle. Huh? Oh! 0, 0, 0! Professor, it's all over! The bombs are gonna blow! Not so fast, Luke. No! Wait, Luke, listen. Luke, listen. It isn't 0, 0. This is a symbol for infinity. The bombs are never going to go off because there are no bombs. What? That's it, Dimitri, isn't it? He spends the rest of the game screaming, no! He's just screaming no like that. It's true you've done some evil things, but you're not a killer. You just wanted to keep us busy so you can make your escape. And he's gone! Oh no, he's standing there. Okay, I thought he was gonna run away. I think this is it, guys. I think this is it. This is the end. Are you ready? Are you ready to solve the big mystery of Professor Layton and the lost future / unwound future? I mean, we've kind of solved the mystery anyway, but are you ready to get to the end of it?
I wouldn't fool you, Herschel.
I've worked things out on my own this far, but I need you to help make sense of the rest. You must have had some reason for concocting a scheme this wild.
I had a very good reason.
I mean, if they were the same age... They're the same age. He does not look good. He looks really gone.
It all started about 10 years ago. Bill Hawks and I were friends and colleagues.
I knew Bill Hawks was involved.
We worked in the same lab researching time travel. Our research meant everything to us. We poured our hearts and souls into uncovering the secrets of space and time. After months of progress, we had built ourselves a prototype time machine. It was finally time to test our work with a human subject.
Claire.
Bill thought we should use Claire as the first test subject. She was our lab assistant. I, of course, vehemently opposed this idea.
It's pronounced vehemently.
I loved her too, you see. And though she didn't return my feelings, I didn't want to risk her getting hurt in the experiment.
And that's why he hates the Prime Minister.
Hmm.
He's very calm for figuring out who killed his girlfriend.
Around this time, I noticed a flaw in the design of our machine. I begged Bill to postpone the experiment, but he wouldn't hear of it. Sometime after the accident, I made a startling discovery. Unbeknownst to me, Bill had made a deal to sell the technology behind the machine's power source.
Oh.
Apparently, a large corporation had offered him a very impressive sum.
It's always the corporations. They're always the real villain.
Bill knew the machine wasn't ready for a human subject, but he needed to demonstrate its viability. We all know the tragic results of his decision. By the time I realized Bill planned to go ahead with the experiment, it was too late to stop him. What have you done? Because of Bill's greed. Life is full of cruel twists.
Sorry, I didn't mean to skip that. I was just trying to click on the right window.
In the blink of an eye, I lost my life's work and the love of my life. To say I was a broken man would be an understatement. Bill, on the other hand, made a full recovery from his injuries. He also completed the deal with the corporation, pocketing more money than most people see in a lifetime. He used his newfound fortune to climb the political ladder to the very top. He killed Claire and was rewarded with the most powerful seat in government. If that's not a cruel joke, I don't know what it is. I can't pretend I wasn't bitter, and it was this bitterness that sent me back to my research. I thought that if I could travel to the past, I could rob Bill of all that he had won.
But then you wouldn't that cause a paradox? Because then if he hadn't won the stuff, you wouldn't be motivated to go back in time. So there's a moth in my room. And therefore he would do it in the first place.
Oh, of course. There was another reason why I wanted to go back in time.
Claire.
To save Claire from her fate. Surely you understand, Herschel.
Claire is no longer with us. There's nothing anyone can do to turn back time.
I mean, you could grab Claire at the right moment, making it look like she died. Yeah, that's true.
Do you really believe that?
I don't want to, but I do. I have just one more question for you.
Who beat me up?
What is it?
Someone's been using you as a pawn. Are you aware of this?
What?
What are you
I
talking
know.
about?
I think I know who it is.
Someone here masterminded a scheme even more awful than yours, Dimitri.
I know who it
And
was.
that person is there!
I think you're mistaken, Professor.
Professor? Why did he say it like that?
No, there's no mistake here, and there's no hiding it anymore, Luke. Or should I call you Clive?
I knew he wasn't real. I knew something was up. I will admit that I knew that his name was Clive, because it's impossible to find stuff about Future Luke without it saying Clive. But I was trying not to think about it too hard. Let's move on.
It took some time to put together the pieces of your plan.
Sorry, my mic is picking something up while I'm not speaking, so I'm moving it away.
But when I finally understood it all, the sheer evil of it sent a chill down my spine.
The evil of it? What?
What is he talking about, Clive?
I love that he knew his name was Clive. Oh, that face.
You kept your true intentions hidden from everyone, Clive. Even your partner, Dimitri.
Hold on, I feel like I need something to add to this moment. Stay here. We gotta add to the moment. Hold on. Let's get a little loop hat on. There we go. No wait, hold on, these are wonky now. There we go.
What are you saying, Herschel?
Is this gonna be like an Ace Attorney moment where when they reveal the actual plan, they like have a completely different animation and they get really mad? Which is always so funny.
Clive was aiming for revenge on a massive scale, and you were nothing more than a pawn, Dimitri.
Tremendous work, Professor! You found me out.
He's got a different voice!
Stop speaking in riddles, Layton. What's this all about?
Oh, I think I've got an idea.
Clive, you lived next door to the lab that exploded 10 years ago. You were just a child then.
Knew it.
That blast demolished half of the building you lived in. Reports indicate that 10 people were killed in the explosion, 2 of whom were your parents. It must have been a terrible shock. In the span of a few seconds, you lost your family and your home.
Way to bring up some more trauma, Layton.
When the initial shock wore off, it was replaced with anger. You became obsessed with exacting revenge on those who had wronged you. You were lucky enough to be adopted by a kindly woman in her golden years, Constance Dove. Miss Dove's extreme kindness was matched in scale only by the enormous fortune she possessed.
Hey Clive, remember when your mom and pa died? What is it with this conversation? It's like, hey, remember when your girlfriend died? Hey, remember when your not girlfriend died? Hey, do you remember when your parents died?
You two lived quite happily as a family for a time. Sadly, it wasn't to last.
You killed her.
Miss Dove departed from this world 5 short years later, leaving her fortune to you.
Oh.
Before long, you graduated from secondary school and took a part-time job at a prominent newspaper.
Hence the hat.
Considering your sizable inheritance, I don't think you took the job for pocket money. You were searching for something.
How did he know he took a job in a newspaper? That's so specific.
Using the newspaper's resources, you finally hunted down the men responsible for your misery. You knew that both Bill Hawks and Dimitri Allen were responsible for the explosion. Armed with this information, you concocted a plan to avenge your parents. First, you befriended Dimitri and convinced him to resume his research on the time machine.
What do you think everyone's doing when this is happening? Like, just imagine this scene, like, Layton is, like, laying everything out, and Clive's just standing staring. He's a professor of archaeology at Gressenheller University. Thank you for asking. It's one of my favorite things to say because it's such a nice word, Gressenheller. And everyone else is just sitting there like just staring at him like, oh my god, this is the truth. But how did he know about the newspaper thing? That's so specific. What was I gonna say? Doesn't matter.
Then you used your inheritance to set up this elaborate facsimile of London.
Oh, he did it!
With your stage in place, you used your contacts in the press to find the best scientists in the country.
Okay.
After all, you would need quite a bit of help to complete this time machine.
Murderonomy. Murderology and murderonomy. Oh, it's a double. No, he's a professor of archaeology. I don't really know why that relates to puzzles, but I don't care. I love it so much.
You then proceeded to lure these brilliant men into your trap. However, unbeknownst to Dimitri, most of your staff were not working on the time machine.
I knew that the rest of the staff were working for him. I just knew it.
What?
Yeah,
Clive
not
had
giving anything
secretly
away.
reassigned many of the scientists to a different project. You might think of it as his pet project.
What do you think he was making? He was making something that Layton recognized. Because he recognized all the materials that were sitting around in the warehouse. But he was like, oh, it can't be. Was he making a bomb? Was he making a... What do you think he was making? I mean, they're gonna tell me in like any second now. But I'm just trying to figure out if we know, if we've like been given enough clues to work it out. That's one of the things I love about Layton, is you can kind of figure out where it's going by the end of it. I saw a tank and a large bomb. What's he wanting to do? He wants to kill Dimitri Allen and Bill Hawkes, right? That's like his goal, probably, because he wants to get revenge on them. So why didn't he just kill them? Why did he have to set up this huge elaborate thing? It seems unnecessary. I don't know.
We don't have all day, Layton. What was the second project?
Twitch chat.
A weapon designed to cause destruction on an unimaginable scale.
Why?
A weapon? Is this true, Clive?
A weapon? Oh, cutscene again.
And I thought scientists were supposed to be observant. While you focused on your machine, I had a different goal. Though some may call it revenge, I prefer to think of it as justice over single-minded scientists and corrupt politicians.
I mean, it is always the politicians.
What are you
isn't it?
saying, Clive?
Enough explanations. Let me show you.
Hey!
Shelby's just sitting there, letting this happen. So funny. Also, the fact that no one immediately got up. You should have Flora. It's supposed to be so serious, but you just grabbed Flora and nobody moved for like a second. Like, if that was me, I would have like stood up as soon as you started moving. Oh my god, that's so funny. When you roll badly on your initiative. And then he's just sitting there. Anyway, Professor, what are we gonna do? He has Flora and... Layton, look over there. Where? A boat.
Oh.
Quickly, move to higher ground.
Okay, I was not expecting that. I love oh my god. It's a new Pokemon evolution. Professor, what is that thing? Seems Clive's been working on some sort of moving castle. A fortress. Flora's trapped up there. We've got to save her. Of course. Oh my god, there's still another chapter. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is so good. I had no idea this was coming. Like, I thought Clive was bad. I was so harsh not to call him Clive. There's a couple of times in last episode where I almost called him Clive, and I caught myself. He's overcompensating for something. The Stronghold of Madness. I love Professor Layton games. They're just so bizarre. It's amazing. Let's go. Oh, I only missed 3. That's quite good. Is that fair, Rob? This is the weapon that Clive was building. Did you know about this before? No, I suspected someone was developing weapons behind Dimitri's back, but I never imagined all of the research would be that atrocity. This music's so loud. Turn yourself down, sir. There we go. In any case, it's dangerous here. We need to leave at the double. Insert disc 2. Insert the second cartridge. What about you? I'm going to get Flora. Are you mad? Look at that thing. You'll be killed. He doesn't care. He has to save Flora. Flora's so important. That maniac Clive has been building a war machine under London all this time. It's madness. Yeah, but why? Is anyone going to ask why? Isn't this usually where you'd like to show off? You're planning to rescue Flora, aren't you, Layton? Of course, but how can I gain access to the fortress's interior? We could try scaling one of its legs. Foolish boy, you'd be squashed flatter than a pancake. Hey, Layton. I'm losing his voice. How would you like to use your own car to get to the fortress? The Layton reveal? Like the one from behind the hospital? Imagine if they did that in the next game. The big twist at the end is that it's actually the halfway point, and then there's a sequel! See, that would both be so exciting and also really rubbish. Because I don't... Yeah. I just want to add something to the Flora age thing. Okay, we'll take a moment away from the giant castle thing. And you could tell us the age thing. But it's confirmed because he said kids. I meant half the game. Oh, I see. So there is actually... I thought you were going to say that then they go, and now there's another one coming out next year. Like they have... There's a couple of films I've seen recently that I didn't know were going to be part of have a sequel, and at the end they've gone, cliffhanger, this will return in blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, oh. And I don't know how I feel about it, because I'm like, ooh, exciting, new movie, but also I wanted to get the end of the story. But yeah, I think if it just kind of built up to like a point where you're like, this is the end, and then went, no wait, there's more. Because obviously Switch games can be so much bigger than DS games can be. Some stuff Layton is her adopted father. When you say some stuff, well, he basically is, because he and Luke rescued her, and then basically he like lives with her as... Sorry, she lives with him, I think, as his, like, ward, because she literally has no family. Like, she is an orphan, so I think he does... I don't know if he officially adopts her in anything that I've seen, but yeah. Anyway, we're in the middle of a really exciting, intense part. I mean, the one in the hospital? That was just a model to make us believe we were in the future. Ah, but I stole the blueprints for it and made my own improved Laytomobile, fully kitted out. I was saving it for a special occasion, but too bad. I could always make another one. The car's waiting for her on the hill over there. Get a move on. How did you get it here? Many thanks, Paul. Don't get all sappy on me, Layton. I'm only doing this for Flora. Of course you are. Let's go. Don Paolo wasn't joking. This looks just like the real Laytonmobile. It's the Laytonmobile! There is one thing I need to confess. What is it, Paul? The truth is, the car's almost ready, but I don't know what screw to use on the last joint here. But the whole car could fall apart. What are we to do now? Solve a puzzle. Who to get so shrill, brat? You can work it out. One of these screws is sure to do the trick. Is the music okay, by the way? I keep having to turn it up and down because it's, like, super loud at this point in the game. Only one of these 6 screws will fit properly in the threaded hole. The width of the hole matches the thickness of the screw, so don't worry about that. Your only tool is a flathead screwdriver. Now hurry, you don't have much time. Circle the correct screw and touch submit. Oh, it's something about the direction in which the spirals are going. Oh god, I've got to visualize this now. So the spirals are going clockwise, right? So the grooves would have to be going clockwise. Drawing it with my hand, like that's gonna make it different. Would it have to be like... Oh god, I don't actually know. I think it might be D. What's your guess? No, well, what's your answer, Shogun? I think the answer is D. Oh, I really don't want to get this wrong. Paolo pickup? What? Set of the Layton mobile. Okay. Oh yes, because Don Paolo, the Paolo pickup, right? I see it now. I haven't been paying any attention. I've been googling words for cars. Okay. I can eliminate 2 straight away. Okay, I can eliminate this one because the screw's wrong. And I thought maybe I could eliminate this one, but it could be that it's just rotated. And I'm pretty sure I can get rid of this one because it's got straight lines and that wouldn't work. So my thinking... Because it's the kind of game that Layton is, that it could be B, because it could be that it's just been turned because it's a flathead and you're just looking at it from the side that's not got the divot in it. But I think it's D. But I can't get my head around the physicality of picking up the screw and putting it in the hole. If B is rotated, how is it different to D? Exactly. That's why I'm stuck. So, okay, but it could be A if I... Because B and D are the same, like, angle. E is too... I think E is too close together, so I don't think it's E. It's not B, C, or F. If you rotate A clockwise, the phrase... So it is D. So we all think it's D. That was my first thought, but I didn't want to just click it, or circle it, I guess. Are we all in agreement that it is D? That is the answer. Okay. I thought I had to circle the letter.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Speak for yourself.
Well, that's settled.
Good. Hurry up and get the car moving! Oh yes, back to the really dramatic part, sorry. This is the one, I'm sure of it. I've got to hand it to you this time, Layton. That was some fine work. Thank you, it was all chat. So is the car ready to drive now? You bet it is, boy. You bet it is, boy. Gentlemen, your chariot awaits. Cutscene.
I'll go with you.
Don't worry, Celeste. We'll take care of this.
Time's running out. Don't be afraid to floor it.
Understood.
Oh, Layton! Have you gone insane?
This is so hardcore.
Got it!
Our first priority is finding where Clive has taken Flora.
He's also just so good at driving. How? Come a bit of the D1 screen. That's good. Okay, I'll allow it. Celeste, you can't come. Come on, 12-year-old boy. I'm going to endanger your life instead. Maybe, I mean, to be fair, I don't think Luke would let him leave him behind. Like, he would sneak on board somehow. It was a mistake. Got to the bottom of a pack of salt and vinegar pork scratchings, tip the packet up, and proceed to pour the salt and vinegar dust into my eye. Oof. I've done that before.
Aye, aye, Professor. But this place is huge. They could be anywhere.
Nah, they're gonna be at the control panel.
First things first, let's find a way in.
I think Layton's just giving Luke another adventure. He's like, he's gonna be leaving, so he's like, one last, let's go.
The door is locked with a puzzle. I wouldn't expect anything less from Clive. It's clear that we're not getting inside without doing some thinking.
It'd also be clear that there's no point bringing anybody else with you because it has to be Layton who solves the puzzle. I can see salt and vinegar through time. Well, that you can help us with the puzzles then if you can see through time. Get it? Because time travel. The door below is sealed shut with a mysterious lock that uses 6 dials which can be swapped and rotated. To open the door, arrange the dials so that gems of the same color border each other both horizontally and vertically. Touch and slide the center of the dials to move them. Touch and slide the edges to rotate them. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. Like this. Okay, that's not right. That has to be... Okay, well this can't be right then. This has to be different. No. Let's try... that. No, wait, hold on. Okay, I have an idea. I'm just gonna try and do this. And I'm sorry if... I don't speak very much while I'm trying to work it out. No, it can't be that one. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to make sure that whichever color goes here, or here for example, is not the same as the one on the other side. It has to be different because there's only one of each color on each dial, okay? Is this a slide puzzle? No, but we will get to the ultimate slide puzzle when we do all of the bonus puzzles in this game. Because as we all know, the final bonus puzzle of the games is always a mega slide puzzle that takes me about 3 hours. So, I need to practice. I don't know how I even practice slide puzzles. It's almost like I don't want to get better at them at this point because it's funny. But at the same time I also do, because it's annoying. Right. Don't forget that if you want to give me answers in the chat, you have to... Yeah, you can't... You have to wait for me to ask you. Okay. So far this is fitting. But that doesn't really mean anything. It could be wrong in a second. Okay, so those all fit. That all fits. Cool. That fits. That fits. That fits. Oh, I think that's it. I think I've done it. Let me read the answers, the quiz, the puzzle again. Arrange the dials so that the gems of each of the same color border each other, both horizontally and vertically. Touch and slide. Is that what I've done? Red, red, blue, blue, green, green, yellow, 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 blue, blue, do, 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 do. Yeah, I think I've done it. I think that's it.
That should do the trick.
Surprisingly less complex than they made it
Few
out to
things
be.
satisfy like a puzzle solved.
It would have been a lot harder if they had it so that some of the dials could be had like 2 of one color, but because they only had one color, it was quite like one of each color. It was quite easy to work out. Like it has to be, you know, this one because otherwise it would need 2 red, that kind of thing, you know. Now you can push on. Thank you. Doesn't bother with all this filler text because we're in an important part of the story. As soon as a colorblind option somewhere, not on this game. No, no, no. This game is not that. Does not have that kind of thing. It doesn't even have sliders for audio. I'm pretty sure. I've never looked actually.
Excellent. With the puzzle solved, we're free to go in. Great, let's head in.
Yeah, there's no options. Options are not a thing. Oh my god, look at this map. Look how there's so much going on. Pod entrance. What's that called? Pod racing. Transport pod looks like a normal lift to me. Sweet. There's definitely hint coins I haven't got, because I haven't checked absolutely everywhere. This appears to be some sort of lift. I think we can use it to move around the fortress. There's so many buttons, I don't have the slightest clue how to operate it. Oi, you two, get away from that transport pod. Oh no, we've been spotted. We've come here for the girl Clive kidnapped. Tell us where Flora is at once. Flora, eh? You must have been that pretty thing the boss dragged back here. Don't be weird, that's a child. Boss? So you've been working for Clive all along? Of course we have. Dimitri was just a puppet. Clive's been our gaffer from day one. Ah, it all makes sense now. We've chucked your little friend into the ventilation room. Not that you'll be able to get to her mind. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Let's climb through the vents. Huh? What's to stop us from taking this transport pod to the ventilation room? You've even been so kind as to leave us an explanation of how to use the device. I did not. Well, except for that note, but that's written in an uncrackable code. Have a gander if you like, but you ain't gonna work out the instructions. Sure thing, buddy. Do you know who you're talking to? A cryptic combo. To open the door, you'll need to press the numeric buttons according to these cryptic instructions. Open with 2, but leave 4. Pressing just the 2 and leaving the 4 button untouched doesn't work, so how exactly are you supposed to open the door? Open with 2, but leave 4. Open with 2, but leave 4. Oh, there's a 2 at the top. Look. Is there a 4 hidden somewhere? I don't think that's it. Oh dear. We may be stuck here for some time and it's already 6 o'clock. Alright. Chat, I need help. Help me solve this puzzle. Open with 2, but leave 4. So my thinking, the reason I did a line like this was because there's a 2 at the top. I thought maybe it's like the central line, but then maybe it's not. Maybe it's got nothing to do with that. That's it. I think that's it. That's gonna be my answer. I'm gonna draw a 2 on it. And I hope to God I'm not getting this wrong because I have gotten no puzzles wrong today at all. And I would like to keep that going, but I think that's my answer. Why would it say but leave 4? But 4 is untouched anyway. Is it? Okay, hold on. I was really confident about it, but now I'm starting to wonder if I'm supposed to take away the numbers that are in 4. Like, if I was to draw a 4 on it, right? Like this. Then I was supposed to untick those. But maybe it's a trick. Maybe leave 4 is just a trick because I'm not clicking 4, or maybe it's something to do with the number 4. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna close my eyes, and I'm gonna cry if I get it wrong.
That should do the trick.
Yes!
Just as I suspected.
Booyakasha. Tricks to light up the buttons that form the number 2. Leave 4 simply meant that there were 4 buttons you need to leave untouched. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Sweet baby, let's go. Sweet baby. There, the door should open any moment now. What? Hey, stop! You ain't allowed to go in there. And how are you gonna stop us? You're just a talking head. Professor, let's find Flora. Let's see. The ventilation room appears to be located on the 12th floor. God, the music's loud. Turn that down. Don't you dare step inside there. If you do, I'll make sure you regret it. How exactly? You'll find it hard to make us regret anything from behind the glass. See ya! He's so cocky. There seems to be a map of the entire contraption. Oh look, there's the ventilation room. It seems the pod will take us there at the touch of a button. Let's be off. Oh. Touch the place you would like to go. This game is so big. It just keeps like, there's just more and more content. See, I'm so good at this. I know where all the hint coins are gonna be. I swear I haven't played this before. Okay, I want to go into the ventilation room, but I also am conscious of time. I think this is the room we're looking for. Flora must be on the other side of this big door. Yes, we can only hope she's unharmed. Let's go in. Flora! Oh god. Oh, thank goodness you're here. Poor thing. Hold on just a moment, Flora. We'll soon get you out of there. Oh, hi, Hit People Guy. Okay. It's a fit check momentarily, and then we'll get back to saving Flora's life. Oh my goodness. The straps on this just are not behaving. Excuse me. This is my outfit. Turtleneck. I'm just wearing tights on the bottom half. This cute thing that will not sit where I want it to sit. It looks really weird on camera because of the way it's sitting. I promise it is cute. Good evening. Good evening. There we go. That's better. And of course, the hat for Luke. Oh great. The weird glass cage has another one of those puzzle locks on it. I simply can't stand to see Flora in that awful thing. Let's get this puzzle solved quickly. Arrow flow. How to open. Start from a button and follow the arrows from one button to the next. Find the only button that will lead you through all of the other buttons on the panel. Can you work out which button leads through all the rest? Okay, so the way we work these ones out, because we've done these before, is you have to find something that's not got any arrows pointing to it. Oh, I can do this, okay. This what now? This one. There's no arrows pointing to it. Let's try that. Let's do the line. Let's work it out. Yep.
That should do the trick.
Can't get me with that one. I've done that one
Just
too
as I
many times.
suspected.
That's the one. Did you find the button that doesn't point to any of the button and work backwards? Yes, I did. Thanks. Alright, Flora, I'm opening the cell.
I'm so glad to see you.
Do you hear her voice? Try and tell me that that's not a child.
No need to worry. You're safe now, dear. But you can't stay here.
Lead the way. Yeah, let's go.
We have to take down Dimitri.
You two head straight back to the car. I'll meet you there after I've put a stop to this contraption.
No way! I'm your apprentice, which means I can't just let you plunge headlong into danger without me.
Exactly.
Then I'm going too.
Oh, Flora!
I can't let you do this.
Your children!
And I can't let you do it alone. Yeah, what he said.
I see I can't change your minds. Come along if you must, but be careful.
Are we going to find Clive?
Indeed, But our time is running out, so let's hurry.
Alright. And on that cliffhanger, yes, on that cliffhanger, we are going to... I'm going to shut the music down. On that cliffhanger, we're going to end the stream. I know, I'm horrible, but I only have about 20 minutes left before I have to leave the flat. So I cannot play for any longer because I will be rushing through the final part of this, the game. We may come back to this tomorrow. I'm probably going to come back to it next week, so you're going to have to wait, but we'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, so if you are watching this later on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Let me know your favorite part in the comments if you've gotten this far. Like, subscribe, do all the stuff you do on YouTube, you know, share it with a friend. I appreciate your time watching this because it was, you know, almost 3 hours and 15, or we're just about hit. So, yeah, and also come and catch us next time live on twitch.tv/PurpleCoffins. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.